Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are at lucky number 13 of the Tactical Banditry and GameWorks $300 tournament. I am Powder, and joining me in the booth tonight is Katz. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing great tonight. Excited to watch some high-tier Rocket League. And of course, it's my first time here with Tactical Banditry, so I'm excited to see a lot of the caliber of these teams. I've been sneaking a little bit, looking through the bracket and seeing a lot of really big-name ores I've been able to recognize. I've been able to thankfully cast Team Andriette, who's been working through the bracket as well recently. So looking forward to a lot of high-caliber play out of a lot of these teams.
Yeah, for sure. We're glad to have you here. Like you said, high caliber gameplay indeed. Currently, Mirage is actually sitting in the winner semifinals as a shock to absolutely no one. Right now, we are waiting on the match of Empire and Balls to start up. Balls is actually on fire right now. They are 6-0 on the day. They took down Multilux Gaming, 4-Chamber Red, and Revision Rivals all in 2-0 sweeps. Empire, they only had 2 matches as they are a higher seed, so they finished 4-1, only dropping 1 single game to Polar Ace in the previous round. And I should bring up that Empire Esports is actually the defending champion. Last week, they took it against Adrenaline in a 3-0 sweep in the grand final, so definitely some high caliber gameplay that we're excited to see.
Yeah, and of course, going into these games, we got to talk about a lot of these players, and or let's just take a step back and let's talk a little bit about the bracket, I guess. Of course, it's going to be best of threes all the way up until winners finals will turn into a best of five for grand finals there as well. The best of three throughout the rest of the tournament. A lot of these teams, you look at the bracket, a lot of it has been 2-0. Mirage cruising on through, Balls and Empire cruising on through as well. Their only their only loss actually was to a Polar Ace, knocking them down to the losers bracket. Hopefully, we're able to see them later tonight, though.
Yeah, for sure. So right now we'll be following a team. As you can see, we do only have one broadcast going right now. So because of that, we are going to follow teams through the bracket to speed it up, make things go a little bit quicker. So we are going to be following this lower side of the bracket. We'll get to see the top side of the bracket in the winners finals, which we're waiting on a couple matches to finish up. Currently waiting on a team in winners round 3 to finish up before we eventually get to that. But that's a couple rounds away. Right now, we're focusing on the match of Empire and Balls. As I said, Balls made up of Danger, Sean, and Distant. This team, I haven't gotten to see them play as a team yet, but I have seen the player Danger play, and he can be a very dangerous mechanical player. And Empire Esports, you all know them. They've been here multiple times. As I said, one last week, made up of Cynical, Agitate. They do have 4 players, Maizu and Storm. I believe they'll be playing with Maizu. That's typically their roster, what they look like. So definitely some very good players to watch in this upcoming match.
Yeah, now obviously you know a lot more about these teams and about this tournament than me. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's shoot a few questions. Let's start spitballing while we're waiting for these teams to go ahead and get in lobby and start this game. But of course, it's Empire able to pick up that victory last week, like you mentioned. What do you think they have to do, or rather, what do you think Balls needs to do to try and knock them down a peg and send them to the losers bracket?
It's definitely a tough ask of Balls to be able to do this because it's just a very powerful bubble team. Empire is well known throughout the bubble pro scene, so it's definitely a tough ask. I think that you just have to try to mitigate any offensive opportunities that Empire is going to have because they obviously, since they're very well known, they are going to be very, very powerful. They're going to have all the mechanics there. They're going to have the knowledge. Not that Balls doesn't have that. It's just that they don't have quite the expertise and the knowledge of a tournament like this that Empire does.
Yeah, of course, $300 on the line, and I believe this is held weekly, so there's always an opportunity for anyone to come in and sign up if they are interested. Of course, you do have the Tactical Banditry Discord. I'm sure we can get that in the Twitch chat if anyone is interested in joining in and signing up for some extra tournaments as well. But while we're waiting to get into this game, the rest of the bracket, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what has gone on in the bracket so far.
Yeah, just looking throughout the bracket, Mirage obviously has had an easy day so far. 2-0s all the way through. Now, of course, just waiting on the matchup. Actually, it just finished up, so now they are waiting on the winner of Defiance and Andriette. As you said, Cats, they just started their match, so they'll be hopping into that soon, excuse me. And in the winners quarterfinals match above us, it's Double Dose and Lamborghisa. They also just started their match, so winner of that will face the winner of this upcoming match, and that will be streamed as well. So definitely some interesting games seen so far. A lot of 2-0s. I think you did mention that as well. It's been a lot of sweeps so far. So kind of just a little bit of teams that are better suited for a tournament like this going against teams that just kind of sign up, see if they can get into it, because it is open. Like you said, any team can compete in this, but obviously some teams are better suited and will come out on top in these.
Yeah, of course, but it is a double elimination tournament. There is a loser's bracket. You can lose one time, still come back, and still look for potentially that top 3 finish if you can work your way through the losers bracket. But already a significant amount of solid teams down there. You've got teams such as Frost Esports. Look like they've done pretty well for themselves so far in the losers bracket, working their way through. And you can't forget about Polar Ace. It's one of the more recognizable names here in esports. Very massive org, has a lot of presence in League of Legends, excluding other games as well. And looking forward to see how they perform later in the bracket.
For sure. And yep, so I'm looking at the chat right now in Smash GG. We're waiting on a player. He's trying to get some water, and he's taking a bit longer than we would expect, so trying to get a hold of him. But as soon as that is up, they just said that they are good whenever, but we are just waiting on Empire's player to get back into it. So a little bit of a wait. We'll keep spitballing, keep talking about this matchup in the losers bracket. I'm looking down at the losers bracket. It's actually moving fairly quickly. Usually we see the losers bracket move quite a bit slower, even though they are best of ones. But right now they're about at the same level, which will help out towards the later stages of the tournament. Won't have to wait as long for the losers bracket to catch up and get that streamed. So just keep looking around to see if there's any other. Oh, I actually forgot to mention that another interesting turn of events is that Adrenaline, the team that finished runner-up to Empire Esports last week, actually DQ'd out of the tournament. They did not appear in their winners. That was round 2, I believe it was round 2. They did not appear in that, and if I'm looking correctly, yep, they did. They DQ'd out of the losers bracket as well. So very interesting to see a team that finished runner-up just DQ right out of the tournament.
Yeah, and of course you don't know if that just a player had to do something else, accidentally signed up, and had to unfortunately DQ out of this tournament. But hopefully, seeing them maybe in the future weeks would be really, really glad to see them. And of course, Mirage has been running through, Imperia has been running through as well. So we'd love to see another team up there and battling it out for that #1 spot.
Oh, for sure. Says that they have created the game lobby. We're trying to hop into that now. As I said, apologies for that. We are looking to get into this as quickly as we can. But if anything, it'll just speed up the rest of the way through. We don't have to wait as long for the top side of the bracket to catch up when we get into the winners semifinal, or the winners finals, excuse me. So look to get into that soon. But like we said, just a very exciting tournament ahead of us. I believe we had about 55 teams compete in this, so about the average number that we've had throughout the series that we've had. We're in week number 13 now. Still waiting on the teams, or I believe the lobby, to come up just yet. But again, just very exciting matches ahead of us.
Yeah, of course, looking forward to this match. And, you got to look at the next match. The winner of Empire and Balls will actually be playing the winner of Double Douse and Lamborghisa. That's what I'm going to pronounce it. I'm going to guess that and hope it's right. But they've had a pretty solid run throughout the winners bracket. 2-0s all along the lines. Double Douse only dropping a map or a game rather to Flipper, picking up a 2-1 win earlier in that bracket as well. So hopefully a pretty good match later into that bracket. That one will be streamed as well, as we're going to be following pretty much Empire, Balls, Lamborghisa, or Double Dose throughout the rest of this bracket tonight.
For sure. I'm running out of things to try to update us on. Let's look at the loser side of the bracket. Let's see if that game is finished yet. Maybe. No, it's not. Just trying to find some completed games to give an update on what's going on, but it looks like Double Dose and Lamborghini have not finished their first game in their match. Let's see, Defiance and Andrea, that's finished up. Nope, not quite yet, of course. So still just waiting on the lobby. It did say that the lobby had been created, but we are trying to enter, and it's not quite working just yet. So trying to do that. I think the teams had a miscommunication about trying to get it up and going. Neither one was quite sure of who was supposed to start it, but look to get that going as quickly as possible.
Yeah, of course, we can sit here and we can spitball all day, but hey, I don't know if you had seen the recent Rocket League update, but they're adding what was it? See, I was saying it and now I completely forgot, but it's the Fast 9 cars. They're adding a bunch of those.
Oh,
Rocket League
yeah.
seems to be adding just about everything. Formula 1 cards. You got the good old Ford F-150 being added recently. Not exactly a thing you'd expect or see in pro play or see in competitive play, but I'd love to see someone bring out a car for the memes once or twice.
Oh, definitely. It'll be fun for sure. And I think the biggest news out of that F9 update is that the Nissan Skyline is returning. Yes, that's right. The fan favorite for many, many years. It's been unavailable, but it will be coming back about a week from now. So not sponsoring it by any means, but it is exciting. A lot of players were very happy about that announcement. So we do finally have the lobby up and running. We're going to hop into this as quickly as we can, waiting on players to join up, and we'll get right going with this. Balls versus Empire Esports winners quarterfinals coming right up. It is a best of 3, as we said. So we got best of 3, then a best of 5 in the winners finals. Then after that, we'll do a bit of a switch. Newcasters will come in. We'll take off for the night, and they'll finish it out. So I think we've got just about everybody in here now. Just waiting on the players to tell them we're ready whenever.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be joining up. We're going to get into game number 1 of this best of 3 series between Balls and this other squad. Wow, I'm losing my mind. Empire, of course, runner-ups, and we are loaded in. We are ready to go. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Rocket League.
Von Muslim is up for that. He plays it off the side wall. Empires, you can see they are in the blue, Balls in the orange. Not marked in on the lobby, but that are the teams. You can probably recognize Empire. It's pretty easy, but Storm. Actually, it is Storm playing in this. Cynical going after that. It's kicked back down. Now Storm, he's forced to back pass this. It's up. 4 total players up for that. It's pinched out to the corner. Cynical for a clear, but Sean Muslim rotating back around on that. Not a good touch off the side wall. That's something that they're going to have to clean up. Balls cannot be doing that. It's taken advantage of.
Yeah, and that's just a big mistake right there. Sean not able to control this off the wall, and just a super easy shot there for Cynical. Finds the back of the net and puts Empire out to an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we spoke of it earlier. Empire, a very well-known team in the bubble scene. Balls as just I don't believe they're a pickup team, but they're nowhere near the type of caliber that Empire Esports are. So they're gonna have to avoid mistakes like that. That ball needs to be cleared out away from the mid, but it was shot right at him, and Cynical took advantage. Now they'll look to go back, but it's sent right back in by Cynical.
Yeah, and they're really just struggling to get this out of their own defensive zone at the moment. Sure, they've been able to get a couple touches, push it towards that half-field marker, but nothing really else coming out of that. Sean puts a shot on net, and with the help of Distant, will find that first goal. It's going to tie us up here at 1-1, and will look like a bit of a defensive misrotation.
Yeah, I think maybe Cynical was disrespecting balls just a little bit. I don't think he expected them to get that bang out. It's sent right back in, and it's scored on by balls. We're tied up 1-1 now. Empire, looks like for them, they're going to have to respect balls a little more than they are. Cynical looking for a double tap. Danger has that on the back wall, and he's not allowing that to happen. Cynical is there to keep it back in. Takes a 50 that he ends up losing. Storm's out of position. Empire overcommitted again, but Distant at a tough angle. Good pass back to Danger. He looked for a pass mid. It's not there as Cynical will send it straight up. He follows up his own touch into the corner. Gets another touch. Maizu up for the shot. Knocks it in. And Maizu giving them the lead.
And a beautiful play. That's exactly what you want to do in the air. Cynical goes up, gets the pass over the middle as well, and Mizu just in the right spot at the right time. No defenders sitting inside the box here for the side of balls, and they pay the price for that. Now down 2-1. Of course, still only a 1-goal game. 3:30 left on the clock, so still plenty of Rocket League left to be played, but this could be another Cynical shot just barely off the mark.
Sean Muslim got a good demo, and luckily the demo actually slowed things down. A player was bumped in the net, and because of that demo, it slowed the play down just a little bit to give the team time to recover. That's sent in by Distance. Storm is there banging it up. Cynical and Maizu are both up, shutting down any offense. Storm is taken off the field. There's a pass mid. Sean Muslim takes control. One touch up, gets another, but he is dunked by Cynical. Danger is taken off the field, but not before he beats the defender on the ball. That ball is pinched mid. Sean Muslim a bit out of position. Storm hitting it up. He'll send it out and give them the offense.
Yeah, and looks like there might be an offensive drive here as they're going to try and go down the field. There's no one in the back here for the side of Empyrean. Finally, it is going to be Storm able to get in the back and set up that rotation. Nice pinch from Danger. Put the ball up, but it is going to be Mizu instead. Gets the touch, puts it into the corner, and now a centering pass for Cynical. Which is able to get it, able to take out Danger, and still looking for more. That one's still rotating in. That could be something. Sean, though, is there to make the save. Another shot. That one goes up. Danger to make the stop. And we're able to hold this to a 1-goal game.
Balls defense is holding strong thus far. They are down by 1, but they could be down by many more if it hadn't been as strong as it has been up to this point. 3 minutes have passed by. Looking for another goal is Storm. It's up the post. Sean Muslim gets a great touch up. Maizu keeping this in, using the last of his boost to take a shot. Danger cannot catch up to it. There's insurance for Empire.
And Mizu just finds that perfect corner where the defender is not able to get in range. Upper 90, you can't beat it. Danger just barely not able to collect on that. And that's going to cushion their lead a little bit, give them a 3-1 lead now for Empyrean. We expected this, of course, to be their game, but we're going to have to see if Balls is going to be able to do anything to react to this.
Distance gonna get a touch. Danger waiting. That's a good bump, but the bump actually causes him to back pass this, and with no boost left, he's in a very dangerous spot. Storm will find the back of the net. That dangerous play from Danger costs a goal for them.
Yeah, that's another thing we've been talking about is the rotations. You always need to have someone either on that far post to try and make these stops, especially when the ball is just floating right over the top of your net. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Sure, go up for those 50-50s, but don't go too aggressive and always have someone on the back post. Could be a double touch for Cynical here, and indeed it is. 5-1 lead now for Empyrean.
It started off close, but Empire has taken advantage of slight miscues like Danger. You have to get a hold of that ball. He does not, and it's double tapped in by Cynical. Empire has heated up after feeling out the first minute or so. They're up 5-1. A minute 37 remains. It's going to be a tough ask for Balls to come back in this. And remember, this is a best of 3, so they only have one more, well, technically 2, but they need to take one more. They cannot drop 2 in a row, or they're going to be dropped to the loser's bracket. As Maizu looks for Storm, it's a double commit from Empire, excuse me, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal.
Yeah, this is what I've been talking about all game here from Balls. Distant just gets beat on the wall, and there's no one on the back post to even try and make a stop. The lead just continues here for Empire, and if this game isn't over yet, it's 6-1. I'd call it a formality for now. Well,
there is a goal from there's a goal from distance, so technically still a chance now. They have plenty of time. They have a minute 21 to get 4 goals. It's definitely not impossible, but in any level of Rocket League, it is almost impossible. So we're not going to count them out just yet, but if Empire can even sneak one more through, we'll probably call it.
Yeah, and the thing for Balls here is they have to go hyper aggressive. You can't really afford to put anyone on the back post or have someone consistently back on the rotation just because you're down that 4-goal differential. You have to play hyper aggressive. You have Danger here putting it out into the corner. This one might be something that's going to be gently passed over to Sean, and Sean is there to pick up another. And like you said, can't count him out just yet. Now able to cut down the lead to 3.
Yeah, I think Empire's getting a little too confident in their ability to secure this game. You could even see it on their 6th goal. It was a just all-out double commit for the shot, but the net was open. They knock it in, and now starting to fall apart a little bit. It's still a tough ask. About 15 seconds per goal. You need to get 3 more to tie it back up. Definitely not impossible. Again, it will be tough. Sean does get there first. Let's see if Danger can pinch this off the wall. He does, and he still has enough boost to work with, but Maizu's up. He sends it towards the side wall where Cynical waits, but Distant is there first. Cynical up, plenty of boost to keep control of it. Danger is up. He gets a split reset, but Sean is there trying to clear it out, but it's right at Storm. 30 seconds remain, and Balls are starting to get suffocated in their own half.
Yeah, really struggling here on their own defensive end. Sean with a great touch there to keep him alive, but with 20 seconds left on the clock, still being down 3 and the ball in your own zone, you got to be talking about next game at this point. What are you going to do differently? You were able to hold for a little while, and you see even right here, they're able to hold them to 6 goals for quite some time, put in a couple of their own. But the goals that have come have been off those defensive misreads, the defensive miscommunications where you don't have that last man back. And unfortunately for them, they're going to take the game 1 loss.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's got to be tough for Balls because you came out and you played well. They played well for the entire game. I shouldn't say that they really fell apart by any means, but when you play a team like Empire, any slight mistake, if you leave that net open for just a second too long, they will take advantage of it, and they definitely did at a couple points. So I think for Balls, you have to clean up your mistakes on your defensive half and try to look for a little more offense. They definitely did have it. But like you said, most of their goals did come from defensive miscues from Empire.
The thing right now, though, is for Empire, just look at the shot line for them. They have 16 shots that game compared to Balls' 5. It just, the way the game works, you put more shots on, the more goals you're most likely going to get, whether, they be high percentage shots or low percentage shots. Eventually, 1 or 2 might just end up rolling on in, but for the side of Balls, what do you do to answer that? Do you play more hyper aggressive, or do you look for more defensive rotations? As we're loading into game number 2.
Yeah, honestly, even though it's an easy cop-out, you got to look for a little bit of both because their defensive rotations were off. There was a couple open nets that Empire took advantage of, but at the same time, maybe be a little more aggressive on offense because when they were pushing up on offense, it was working out. Empire was getting a little overconfident, and they were taking advantage of empty nets that Empire would leave open after overcommits, as Distant gets that last-second save. Sean will turn on this ball quickly and wins the 50. Storm has to race back for it. He'll take it over to Maizu, but Danger's there first. Cannot follow up his touch. Distant is there, but now it's Sean. It's by him as well. Dangerous spot for Balls. He's taken off the field. Storm, a wide open net for Cynical. He takes advantage. It's 1-0.
And Storm just with the perfect demo there. Absolutely nothing he could really do other than maybe try and dodge it. That ball is rolling straight towards the net. Either way, it is going to be Empire starting this off with their first goal just under 39 seconds into the game.
Back on the kickoff now. It's sent over. Cynical up in the air, off the ceiling. Danger coming in. The pinch is dunked on by Danger. Over towards the side. Maizu is there first. It's the pass up. Cynical up as well, but Sean read it the entire way. Got an excellent block on that ball. Danger falling out of the way, but he does save his flip in order to make the save. Into the corner now. Cynical up. Distant does not get a touch on that. Now Cynical will carry it out. He gets bumped off and out before he gets a great pass to Storm off the back wall. One taken off. Maizu's there for the shot, putting it right side. It's much too off. And now it's sent out by Balls.
Yeah, and I do like the adjustments we're seeing out of Balls. There is always someone on that back post or someone in the goal. Most of the time, so far, it has been Distant. Here's a pass over the middle, stuffed by Sean. Cynical shot getting denied, and it's going to be the pass back over to Storm. Another pass to Cynical, looking for another shot. That's bouncing in. Storm with a little bit of help, and now they take a 2-0 lead in Game 2.
Storm made this a little tougher than I expected him to, but what a pass from Cynical. Oh my goodness, the redirect pass to Storm, who knocks it in after a double tap. We're just over a minute and a half into game number 2, and Empire are starting to run away with this. Remember, this is a best of 3. If Empire takes this, it's over, and they advance to the winners semifinals. Balls has to find a way to come back in this immediately. They haven't had any goals so far on like game 1, and right now it's all Empire on offense.
Yeah, and the passes have just been spectacular from Empire so far this game. They've been able to get exactly where they want and who they want, able to fake out one. The read is there, and Danger is able to answer back with a goal of his own. So now it's a one-goal game for Empire.
What an excellent 50 from Danger. He reads Storm's touch the entire way. He knows he can't do much with that ball. He knows he can't bang it. He knows if he keeps control, he's going to win that 50. So all he does is he flips just as Storm touches the ball. It's an easy challenge into the back of the net. Now Distant, looking for the back of the net as well, is stopped and put away by Storm. Maizu looking for a clear, dunked on by Danger. Danger looking for a pass mid. Oh, he gets another touch. That ball actually, I think, might have had a chance to go into the back of the net, but it's saved by himself. Now sent back in. Distant just looking to steal boost, which he does so successfully, but Empire will still get a clear.
Yeah, and that pass going just a little bit too far forward. Now it's rolling in front of the net. Storm, there's no one back. Another 1-2, and Cynical with her second. Storm with a fantastic pass over the middle as well.
Oh, it's right there. That double commit from Balls. Distant and Danger both right there. It's an easy 1-2 punch, like you said. Over to Cynical, knocked into the net. They regain their insurance nearing halftime. Balls have to clean that up. I know I've said it multiple times. I know I've been harping on them, but it's because I know they can do better. All you got to do is clean up those double commits. That's the vast majority of where Empire's goals are coming from. Balls are not playing bad by any means. It's just those slight overcommits, like right there. That shot from Cynical is off, though. They stay alive, and now Distant taking a 50 over to Danger, passing it back to Distant. Danger will take it himself. Off the back wall is Storm, taking it off the ceiling. One more touch to Maizu, looking for Cynical, looking for the passes all over the field. It's back to Storm, makes one miss. Distance off the field. Storm for the dribble, off the post. Maizu's up off the backboard once again. Nobody there. Cynical was rotating back for boost, and it's sent back.
And Empire just could not catch a break on that run, not able to get that shot in. Goes off the crossbar, I think twice in that run, but either way, they're still holding this 3-1 lead, and they're still on the attacking end. If you're the side of Balls right now, you've got to look for more passes, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to get the ball moving around a little bit more. You want to be able to try and beat the defenders, and a lot of the ways, especially when you do that versus in such high-tier Rocket League games, is going to be those passes.
For sure, now Distant sending it back in as Danger took one off the field. Cynical's the only one in net. That demo play works to perfection. Deficit cut in half, 3-2, 119 left.
And Balls slowly closing in on the gap here. A minute 19 on the clock. Plenty of time to look for one more and potentially send us into an overtime here in game 2. And of course, they are fighting for the winner's bracket run. They do have that opportunity to go down to the loser's bracket and work their way through that, but nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to potentially force a bracket reset. Either way, we're going to have to see what this squad is going to do. And it's going to be Sean starting up with that first touch, making the save, but another pass over the middle. That's Mizu to finish it off and continues to cushion their lead more.
It just looks like another defensive mistake from Balls. Let's see here. The defender in net is Danger in. He's sitting front post. I think he trusted the clear to come out from Sean, but it did not happen, and instead Danger is stuck front post. He made an excellent attempt at making the save. but he came up just short, and now with a minute left, they've got to get 2 in a row. Once again, that's an excellent 50 from distance. Sean, that's not the greatest of touches, though. Distant is there. He gets bumped, but he also gets the touch. Sean dribbling this down the field. Maizu coming out of the net to be able to make the stop. Distant, that is a great touch up. Danger will race in, but Storm is there first. They'll look to get a touch there. Now Sean Muslim passing it up. The shot taken top right. It's just off. Danger for the rebound. Kills the ball. 30 seconds remain. They stay on offense, but Cynical is there, and he'll finish the clear.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on the clock now, and it's got to be a great challenge here for Ball to try and put 2 in. 15 seconds now, and I really don't think there's too much time for them to do anything. Sure, I've seen worse. I've seen faster goals, but now 10 seconds on the clock. They've got to try and go the other way. They want a chance of picking up this series, but not able to control the ball. Sean is just rotating in front of the net. Nobody's picking this up. They just want to let it go out, and that is going to be series victory for Empire 2-0.
It was an excellent choice from Empire there. They saw that ball kind of bouncing a little bit, but they allowed it to just sit dead in front of them. When that happens, there's zero chance that balls are going to get that ball into the air to be able to carry it down the field. So excellent high IQ Rocket League right there to just kill it. Take the 2-0 victory. What a series from them. They took 11 shots in there, went 4 for 11. So it's just more of just that offensive pressure that Empire had over balls.
Yeah, and Balls, unfortunately, few defensive miscues where there was a man either not on the back post or too far up on that close post that we saw out of Danger earlier. But they do have, of course, the chance to move on into the losers bracket and try and fight their way through that. Hopefully, we will be seeing them later in this tournament. But Empire still moving on. Fantastic game for them. Cynical with 2 goals to herself, 6 shots as well, leading with shots in both games and looking to keep that up. It's just beautiful passing out of Empire.
Oh, for sure. That passing was just absolutely nasty from Empire. They had 1-2 punches. They had 1-2-3 punches. It was just too much for Balls to be able to handle. Empire takes it in a 2-0 sweep. I'm looking at the bracket. Lamborghisa did advance after a 2-0 sweep over Double Dose. So Empire will be taking on Lamborghisa. But before that, we're going to send it to a quick break. We're going to get the lobby up and running, and we will catch you back here in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the tournament. We are currently in the winners semifinals. We're going to be watching Empire Esports, who we just took. Wow. Words are difficult. We just saw them take down, wow, Balls 2-0 to advance to this round. They will face against Lamborghisa, who defeated Double Down 2-0 in their respective match. So definitely going to be interesting. Empire was hot in that last match.
Yeah, Lamborghisa, though, they've gone 2-0 throughout the entire bracket so far, so hopefully we'll give Empire a little bit of a run for their money. We'll have to see. Looking later into the bracket, Lamborghisa, they can still lose, they can still come back and work through that loser's bracket if they do end up falling down, but you're in the winner's semifinals now. You don't want to try and drop a game because you're just that close.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be very, very interesting to see Empire. Like I said, we saw them come out hot, but like you pointed out, Lamborghisa is currently undefeated in the tournament so far. So I'm very excited for this. We are in another best of 3. Players are joining the lobby. You get 3 chances to go after it. And I want to point out, in the other side of the winner semifinals, it is currently tied 1-1. Defiance took game 1 1-0. Mirage took game 2 5-1. So game 3 to decide who will face the winner of this. But we hop into this one as Vigil goes for a shot that is just wide, but that pass back to Tone is dunked on by Storm. All the way down now. Storm looking for another touch. He does not find it, and Vigil finishes the clear out, not looking for Cynical, but Cynical does get a touch on that. Over to Maizu. Gets a dunk, but kept in by Tone. Cynical off his own corner, but Vigil's there first, dunked on by Storm and kept in, and now finally sent out by Empire.
Yeah, and I'm already loving the aggression we're seeing out of Lamborghini, looking like a very solid matchup between these two squads. A lot of control off the walls and a lot of passes we're seeing out of them. Empire really haven't had an opportunity to show their passes like they normally do so far, so we'll have to see if they get that ball rolling. Of course, we're only 45 seconds into this one, haven't had too much time for anything to happen, but this ball is going to get cleared all the way into Empire zone. Going to look for the clear. Vigils gets the shot on net, but Storm is there to make the stop, but they still have control inside the zone. The clear and the boom is going to be down the field.
Yeah, it's actually been a lot of Lamborghini to start off this game as Maizu now just sends it back in. Maybe Empire can get some offense going. They've had no shots throughout the first minute. Tone looking for a dunk. He does get it off of Cynical. Now it's into the corner. Cynical bumped Maizu. Chances opening up now for Lamborghini. Pass down is cut off by Storm. Tone off the corner. It's right at Cynical. Gets a banger clear down. Nate forced to just kill this ball. Cynical is there first, but Tone cuts him off. He goes off the ceiling. Gets one final touch, but nobody there for his team. And now it's sent off the ceiling. Down. Cynical up. Open net. Nate makes the recovery. He makes the stop. Lamborghini march back down the field.
And Nate out of nowhere in the back of the net, but that's almost another opportunity for them as they just narrowly missed that shot. Now it's Nate trying to send the ball over the middle. Vigil able to keep it in the zone, and he finds a shot of his own, finds the back of the net, and that is going to be Lamborghini with a 1-0 lead here over Empire.
Storm was just caught out of position. Maizu got the clear, and it should have been Storm rotating back post, but instead he kind of just trails off, maybe looking for boost pads, and that banger of a shot finds its way into the back of the net. They take a 1-0 lead, and Maizu taking 2 neutral 50s and finally wins that one. Tone will send it to the side wall. Another neutral 50. Cynical trying to race in for that, but he's cut off by Vigil. And Nate sending it down, cut off by Maizu off the corner of the field. Maizu, a soft pass, not quite enough. Vigil's there to cut it off. Storm, a pinch down, but Tone reading it the whole way. Nate sending it back. Maizu, an easy touch up from him. Taken off the field. Another opportunity now for Lamborghini. Double commit from Empire. Maybe starting to panic a little bit. They do get the clear, however.
Yeah, and that double commit terrified me for a second, really is. Looks like Tone might have been going for the demo up high, but wasn't able to find it. But like I was saying, that double commit is what's really going to hurt you. Out of anything else in this game, it's the defensive miscommunications, the defensive misrotations that are going to punish you, especially when you're playing versus super good teams such as these two. We'll have to see who's going to be the first to make that mistake, or rather the second, as it is the first already going in favor of
Tone sending this towards the net. It's actually wide open. Storm does get a touch on the ball. He passes it up mid. Maizu not quite going up for it yet, and he's cut off by Tone because of that hesitation. Empire does not seem to have the confidence that they had when they played against Balls in the previous match, and right now it's coming back to bite them, slowly starting to run out of time. That banger shot is cut off by Nate, and Tone doesn't get the clear out. Storm waiting for it. Passes to Cynical. The passing is not quite there either. Just a sort of a kind of a slowdown from Empire coming off that last match.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the big things we've highlighted from Empire has been those passing plays, have been those quick 1-2s, but they really haven't been able to find too much success with them so far this game. Rather just lobbing the ball down the field or kind of a misread on those passes, just sending it just a tad too wide. Still looking, though, at a 1-0 game as this one goes up high, nothing else to come out of it, and Mizu's going to back off for boost. Empire, though, still rushing and still trying to chase this ball down and put one in the back of the net to try and tie it up as we hit the 1 minute mark in this game.
Yeah, they've had a couple chances, but nothing quite too serious. That bump closes the offense. Vigil looking for the pre-flip. He does not get it as Storm takes possession, gets a dribble and a flick up. But Tone, again, reading it all the way. Lamborghini has done an excellent job of reading exactly what Empire is going to do. Is Cynical. He does not get the flick.
Open net.
And Storm opens up the net. Cynical not happy, stopping completely on that play. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and the misreads, we're just seeing Empire maybe looking a little panicked, maybe feeling just a little bit of miscommunication errors out of this squad in comparison to what we saw in the last game. And, you know, they are our tournament winners from last week as well. But Lamborghini coming in, they're going high, and they're being able to hold up against this very, very strong squad of Empire.
Yeah, Empire, let's see what they have for shots. Right now, they only have 3 shots. It was nowhere near the level they were putting up against Balls in the previous match. Just 10 seconds left. Now they need one right away, and it's looking very unlikely as the hesitation is coming up from Storm. Now he sends it in. He needs to find this right now. Can he find the back of the net? No, stopped! And Maizu puts it in. 1 second left. There's still a chance.
There's still a chance indeed. 1 second on the clock. Nate is able to actually find that first stop, but Mizu is there for the second shot. Now 1 second on the clock. The question is, are they going to be able to do it?
It's going to be tough. They got to keep this up on the kickoff. And, oh, Lamborghisa, the genius kickoff is killed immediately. And Lamborghisa take game 1.
You know, as anticlimactic as that might have been, it was a very, very good game out of these two squads. Lamborghisa coming in, showing they are a force to be reckoned with in this tournament, taking a game off Empire. Certainly, it was only a 2-1 game, and that one goal came in that final second of the match as well. The question for Empire is, what do you do differently? They've kind of, their losses have come off these defensive rotations that just haven't worked out well for them. But I do want to give really, really big credit in this game to Lamborghisa. They've had fantastic passing and fantastic defense inside the box.
I think for Empire it comes down to 2 things. One, their passing is not nearly there as much as it was previously against Balls in the quarterfinals. They need to find those 1-2 punches that we talked about. And at the same time, I think they're playing a little slower because they were playing against a team that was much, much slower in Balls. Currently, Lamborghisa is playing at a much faster pace. And I think because of the kind of slow buildup that Empire has had, they're not quite used to this speed quite yet. So I would expect things to change in game 2, but definitely Lamborghisa has all the momentum.
Yeah, and looking to ride this momentum to a series victory, knocking down the previous tournament winner champions to the loser bracket. If they can pick up this one, we're loaded into game 2, and we're gonna have to see what happens. This ball is going to go into the territory of Lamborghisa. They are able to take control of it on the offensive end.
Oh, Storm has to save that off of his back, or off of his post, actually. He does still get it, though, as Cynical gets a flick to keep it away from one, but Nate comes in now. Maizu sending this out, but Tone to cut it off. Maizu just enough boost to snipe a shot towards the top shelf. It is put away by the defense. Cynical looking for a pass, but cut off by Tone. A bit dangerous now. He does get one pinch, but it's right at Storm. He takes to the air, gets his reset off the ceiling, but he doesn't get a touch quite yet. Nate, a pinch that goes right at Maizu, but an excellent second touch, and that demo should secure the clear. However, it does not. It's still in. Vigil, a touch right there. Storm slowing it down, gets the breezy. The save from Nate comes out. 1 minute has passed, and so far it's been all Empire in their offensive half.
They have been a menace so far on this opposite side of the field, but just like that, the clear was in favor of them, and Vigil is there to deflect it and try and get it going the other way. Empire, though, continuing to rain down the shots and rain down the offensive pressure. This looks like a lot different of an Empire team than we saw last game.
Yeah, much more aggressive, much more like we saw in the quarterfinals. Though now Lamborghisa back on offense. Maizu just killing that ball, dribbling it towards his side. Beats out one. Now Nate coming in with no boost. Right, it won't be able to follow this up, but that's a great back pass from Vigil. Cynical, just a banger all the way out. A worm burner finds the back of the net, and Empire takes the lead.
And Cynical just finds the perfect spot to put this ball straight down the field and just in that right-hand corner so Vigil can't get it to it in time. 1-0 lead here for Empire. About 2 minutes have elapsed in this game. Still plenty of time for Lamborghisa to try and mount a comeback, but if they don't, we could be headed to a game 3.
Oh, we definitely could. And speaking of game 3s, it has finished up. The API has come in. Defiance has defeated Mirage, the #1 seed in the tournament. They have advanced themselves to the winners finals to play the winner of this, and an open net is taken advantage of by Vigil. It's tied.
And that's just a massive mistake there. Unfortunate there. Wasn't too sure that was. I think it might have been Mizu, but either way, that was the goal scored by the squad of Lamborghisa, and we are back tied.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes have passed by, but it looks, for me, it just seems like Empire's had way more pressure. That shot is put away by Vigil. Now Tone sitting next to him, but Storm reads that pass. His touch goes right at Nate, snipes the shot down. Tone, a good touch back. Storm reading it once again, getting all of the reads out to cut off these shots. Maizu gets one touch, trying to stay up for the 50, which he does so successfully. Clearing it down into the corner now. Vigil gets the touch and beats out one. Now Cynical coming back in, dunked down. He won't be able to follow this up. Nate takes it towards the side, keeping control in the air, and Vigil, an excellent read, clears it down. Now we just passed halftime, still tied as Empire looks to go back on offense.
Yeah, and they really haven't been able to get too much traction for themselves, though. This could be something from Tone, but it is going to be blocked away by Storm, and now this should be Empire trying to go the other way. Storm gets the touch. It's dropping over the middle, but Vigil is there to make the stop and send it down the other side of the field. Bouncing right across the middle once again. Cynical should be there, but it's going to get deflected by Nate across the other side of the field. Now it is Lamborghisa taking control of this ball, staying in the offensive zone, getting down some pressure. And you got 3 players out of the box right now, so it's a dangerous territory. There it is, a Vigil from Nate. It's a 2-1 lead for Lamborghisa.
What a shot from Vigil. He finds the top right corner. Maizu races in. He knows he just has to play it away from Storm, whose momentum is carrying him forward. There's no way he's going to be able to catch up to that ball directly above him. He knocks it in. He gives themselves the lead up 2-1 now. Tone does get bumped, though. That shuts down that immediate kickoff pressure. Storm's pinch goes straight down. Maizu is there first, playing it up. Nate trying to get a touch. He does, but it's right back at Maizu. He plays it off the backboard. And Cynical looking for a back pass to Storm, which isn't there. It is an excellent 50. Now Storm coming back in off the corner. He cannot follow his touch. It's sent out by Nate. Maizu off the corner again. Cynical is there, but the cutoff from Tone was just enough to keep the shot off. Maizu's got to race all the way back now as Tone has a 1v2. He just plays it back and around. Vigil hesitating a little bit. Now he passes it off the corner. Maizu's there, taken off the field, but luckily for him, Storm is right behind him. He sends it out of danger.
Yeah, the flick is there. The demo as well. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Nate there to make the stop, and now going down the other side of the field is going to be Empire. Is able to get the touch. Storm is up. He's looking for a shot. It's going to be bounced right in front of the box, and Vigil able to push it out to the corner. The demo's there on the Cynical as well. He should be able to respawn maybe in time to make the stop. Yes, just barely keeps this game close. And still 45 seconds on the clock, and Empire need to put one in.
Yeah, they need one right away, but it's cleared back out by Vigil. Storm is up, knowing the player behind him was up for that as well. A close chance there, stopped. The shot stopped by Maizu. He'll take it off the sidewall. One taken off the field. This physical play is working out for Lamborghisa, but physical back from Empire. He bumped one off. Tone is there. Cynical cannot catch up and get the bump. Maizu's in an awkward spot. That flick is too high. Tone is up. Storm is as well, sent back out. 10 seconds remain on offense now. Tone towards the side. Cynical taking this up the wall. He collects the 100 off the ceiling, gets one touch there, passing it down, looking for Storm. It's cleared out, and Nate will kill it, and it's taken Lamborghisa the 2-0 sweep to head to the winners finals.
And what an upset here over Empire, our previous tournament winner champions, of course. But either way, they're able to take them down 2-0. And I don't want to say convincingly, but they were able to play the game they wanted to, methodically and very, very aggressive here out of the squad. Vigil with the 2 goals here for Lamborghisa, of course, assisted by Nate. And a lot of shots. They definitely had the shot advantage that game. I believe it's 8 shots to just 5 that we saw out of the squad of Empire.
Yeah, it just looked like Lamborghisa had all the momentum, had all the pressure. They were not slowing down, and I don't think Empire saw that coming. Empire just kind of played like they did against Balls, which was just enough to get what needed to be done against a lower team like Balls, but against a team like Lamborghisa, that's not going to work, and clearly it didn't. They lose in a 2-0 sweep. They dropped the losers bracket where they'll still have an opportunity, but it's going to be a tough comeback, and now Lamborghisa advanced to the winners finals.
Yeah, fantastic game for them, and they've got to be happy about that one to advance on forward. And let's go ahead, let's take a look at this bracket and see what has happened, see what our next game might potentially be. And I do believe it's actually going to be already, we'll be getting ready for that one momentarily, but it is going to be up versus Defiance, because they were able to take down Mirage. Yeah,
like I said, in the middle of that match, Defiance actually upset Mirage. They are sent down to the losers bracket, and now Defiance sits in the winners finals waiting for Lamborghisa. We're going to bring that match to you in a moment. The winners finals are coming up. Stick around. It's sure to be an exciting one. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the tournament. We are headed to the winners finals. It is Lamborghisa, who we just saw take down Empire Esports 2-0 in the semifinals. And on the other side, it is Defiance, who took down Mirage, the #1 seed. A shocker there. They took them down 2-1, took them 3 games to do so, but they still do it here. I am still here with Cats. How are you doing after that last match?
Yeah, I'm thrilled, and I'm really looking forward to this game. It feels like for this bracket anyway, we've got a lot of underdogs coming out on top. Mirage getting upsetted, of course, is the #1 seed, and then Lamborghisa actually able to take down Empire in a pretty nice 2-0 victory as well. Granted, those games were awfully close. I believe both of them were actually 2-1, so just that 1 goal cushion, but they're able to come out on top either way. Both those teams down in the losers bracket now. Got a little bit to battle it out through, but hopefully we might be able to see either Mirage or Lamborghisa later in the tournament.
Right. Defiance has actually had a dominating day. I'm looking at the bracket right now. They are 8-1. The only game that they dropped was to Mirage in the semifinals. So definitely a strong outing from them so far, as well for Lamborghisa too. So it's going to be a lot of fun heading into this one. It is a best of 5. So now we get 3. You got to get 3 to win it. So it's gonna be a fun one. Winner goes to the grand finals, but even still, no matter what, both teams have clinched themselves a share of the prize money by advancing this far. So at this point, just looking to add some more cash to your bank account.
Of course, you're looking for the bragging rights here as well, looking for that #1 slot. And if you can do it multiple weeks in a row, more power to you. And you still have the opportunity, of course, for Empire to come back and work through something. But these teams so far are looking very, very solid.
For sure, the players are joining the lobby. Now we will hop into it. The winners finals between Lamborghisa and Defiance, just waiting on them to get in. Once again, a best of 5 winner to the grand finals. Loser gets another opportunity in the losers finals. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. K-Frost and Nate come together on the kickoff. It's sent towards the side, where Ignite will keep control despite avoiding the bump. Now Tone sends it down for Nate to get another touch. He tries to follow it up. He does follow it up. Back pass over to Vigil, who is much too far back, and it's sent back, and Defiance on offense.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those mixed situations where it's super early in the game. You might just be feeling out the other team, kind of seeing how they play, seeing how they're going to react to your own play style. And, certainly can't fault him for that, but could have been an early goal. Either way, 30 seconds into this one, we're still looking at zeros. K-Frost with the pass over the middle, but pretty easy stop for Nate. It's going to go across the middle once again for a shot for Ignite, but another quick and easy stop. But a lot of shots getting thrown on net here early for Defiance.
Right, they're still putting them on. That is a great touch from Tone to send it towards the corner as Nate collects it, goes for a dribble. He gets one touch away from Nate, but Nate looks to take possession once again. K-Frost over to Mazo, back to K-Frost, Tone up, reading it. Now off the side wall, over towards Vigil. Slows it down now for a second, bangs it off the corner. Mazo's up, both men miss. Now Ignite goes up into the air, continues his dribble downfield. Cannot get a pinch that allows Vigil to get a clear out. He'll follow up his own touch. He'll keep possession with the dribble, but K-Frost does not bite the fake. He sends it back in, wins that challenge there, sent back out. Tone kind of in an awkward spot. Nate flips right by it, but it fakes out Ignite and sending it back in, and Tone passing it middle.
I think everyone might have been faked out there. I think 2 or 3 players actually ends up missing the ball, and no idea where it's bouncing sometimes. Sometimes you go for a read, another player misses it, and you're not able to do anything with it. But now almost 2 minutes into this one, and we are still looking at 0 apiece. Maybe an opportunity for K-Frost to find the read, but unfortunately not even find it. Maybe a shot for Tone, and indeed it is. It's going to crossbar, not find anything. Vigil is there, though, to get the punish, and it is a early 1-0 lead here.
Oh, Tone almost had it. He just bangs it off the crossbar. Vigil, he comes in for the rebound. He knocks it into the right side of the net. Not even 2 minutes have passed yet, but the goal finally comes out. Lamborghisa take a 1-0 lead in this as we head back onto the kickoff. A kickoff opportunity. Vigil towards the top of the net. It bars down and in. And just like that, they have insurance.
Insurance indeed, and that ball just goes right in favor of Lamborghisa, and Vigil there to capitalize. Nobody back in net for Defiance, and they've got to come down this mountain a little bit and try and climb up, down 2.
Right, they definitely have a tough comeback now. It's 2 goals immediately, and they look to make it more. Nate does hesitate. Now he does get the clear out. Sent back in, Ignite towards the sidewall. K-Frost, good back pass over to Mazo into the corner, but Vigil sees it the entire way. Mazo does get a touch on that ball. It allows Ignite to take possession, but K-Frost taken off the field. Ignite still keeping the dribble. The Devil opens the net. Ignite will dribble it in.
And Mazo with fantastic presence of mind there and fantastic awareness to say, the only opportunity for them to stop it is that single man back. Let's just go. Let's demo him and let's secure ourselves our first goal. Now just one goal separate these two squads.
What a goal there to give them the momentum back. Down by just one now. That team bump closes things on offense, but Vija opens it right back up. Mazo keeping it away from Tone. Now Ignite has to do the same against Nate. He does not do so. Vigil wins the race and they regain the 2-goal lead.
And Vigil finds himself a hat trick already. 2:25 left on the clock, and this ball just very easily bounces into Vigil's hand. He puts that off the back end and finds that upper 90 once again. Back to a 2-goal cushion for themselves with just over the halfway marker we've gone through in this game so far.
Frost takes the dribble, dunked on by Vigil, keeping it back in, goes for another touch. He doesn't get one. Now Mazo will collect the ball. He's got K-Frost in front. Tone is forced to jump, but he still recovers. Ignite off the corner. Nate was taken off the field. An awkward back touch. K-Frost off the corner, off the backboard, excuse me. Not get a good pass out, and Vigil will push it only as far as Ignite. He's going to follow up his own touch, but Tone is there first. Mazo sending it straight up. He's up to follow it. Pass to K-Frost looking for the backboard. Nate is up using the last of his boost, and Vigil will try to finish the clear, but he only hits it right to Mazo. Gets the flip reset, does not fake out Tone. K-Frost to keep this ball in. They've done a great job of keeping it in, but right now they need to find the back of the net.
Yeah, of course, a minute 30 left on the clock, so time is slowly ticking away, and so is the opportunity to try and tie this one up, and it could even be another great stop there by Mazo, though, to keep themselves in this one. And now a minute 15 on the clock. The redirect is there, but it's Visual re-controlling the ball. It's going to get bounced up towards the middle. Nate gets the touch for it, but it should be Mazo able to control it. And no, instead it gets rolled in front of the net. Thankfully for them, Ignite is there to make the stop, but the offensive drive so far at Empire has been relentless, and they're going to try and keep it going this way. Now, K-Frost looking for the flick, going to get interrupted by Nate, and Ignite now recontrols the ball. He sends it up, and it is Vigil up to make the touch and send it out to the corner. Gets the pass back to Tone, but not before it gets interrupted by Mazo. Now, 45 seconds left on the clock, and it could be another Tone able to find a double touch off the ground and extend the lead to 3.
That is such an excellent pinch from Tone. He gets the second touch off the ground. Ignite does not see that coming at all. He's even in the right position, but unfortunately, that excellent decision by Tone finds the net, and now it's 4-1. Definitely going to be a tough comeback if it even is possible. They do have the time, but just they have not had the pressure to be able to get 3 goals in the next 35 seconds, especially when they're stuck on defense. As Nate keeps it in, 30 seconds remain. It's looking even tougher now, though they will get the clear out. Now it's sent right back in by Vigil, and it's looking like a game 1 victory for Empire.
Yeah, and of course, in
Empire,
this game, Empire hopefully will be back later in this tournament. Hopefully we'll see him. But either way, 10 seconds left. This one's just about over. Looking for maybe another insurance goal from Vigil, but either way, the question, of course, on everyone's mind is, what is Defiance going to do differently? You go into game number 1, lose by 3. Of course, it's a best-of-5 series, so you still have an opportunity to come back, and you're only down 1. You're not instantly looking at match point just yet.
Yeah, for sure. Lamborghini, an excellent victory there, 4-1. They had the shots. They had 7 of them, so not even that many. That is a good amount, but they were just excellent at taking advantage of the shots they did have. Defiance had 6 for themselves. They're just not able to find it. The defense held strong from Lamborghini, and they came away with a 3-goal victory, a pretty commanding victory, but they're going to need 2 more in this best-of-5.
Yeah, and certainly a lot of time to work with throughout this series, as you do have Nate sitting at the top leaderboard for his team with just 3 assists. And you love to see that. Love to see a team player working out, but it looks like we are already going to be loading into game number 2 between these two squads. It is going to be Lamborghini with the early 1-0 lead in the series.
Right, Lamborghini, not Empire. I have no idea why I thought it was Empire, but Lamborghini, they are on the field now. We reset the clock. We're back at 5 minutes. Game number 2. They're going to need Defiance is going to need to come back after that, or kind of crushing loss. It was 3 goals, and they just didn't have that many opportunities. Nothing too close, but there's an opportunity right there. Good touchdown. Mazo, a tough angle. Can he get the double tap? No. And Ignite is starting to rotate back for boost, though he does turn. He gets a touch there. Now he'll kill the ball. Tone races right by it. Nate wins that 50. That's a pinch mid. Mazo's up. A touchdown. Does that find the angle? No, Bijo gets just enough of a touch to prevent that angled shot from coming through. Now he sends it towards the side wall as Mazo looks for K-Frost. He slows it down, goes for a flick towards the left side. Tone for the save. He gets one more touch, but it's not too far out. Ignite sending it back, but Nate up. And Tone finishes the clear.
Yeah, bar down. That one's going to get deflected outside. Right now, we're seeing a pretty heavy sustained attack out of the side of Defiance. Not something we've seen before, but it's just a brick wall in the squad of Lamborghini's goal right now. They really can't do anything. Both the combination of Tone and Nate have stopped anything that has come near that goal opening. And Ignite able to contest this, trying to keep it in the zone with the help likes of Mazo, but unfortunately not able to do so. This ball bounces around the middle. The 50-50 goes up and wide. And Vigil able to take the touch, and this should be the squad able to send it down the other side of the field. Finally able to regain control is Ignite, as this ball is just getting booted back and forth around the midfield area.
Yeah, a little volleyball action back and forth we go, and now it looks like it finally will be kept in for now as Ignite gets a touch up the wall. A pinch off the ceiling. It's much too high and much too powerful for K-Frost to be able to take a shot. And now Vigil gets beaten out by K-Frost, but K-Frost cannot follow this up, so it's Tone down to Nate, looking for the top shelf. It's barred down and out, but an excellent touch from Tone keeps it in. So Ignite is forced to make the save on that. Vigil, a back pass to Nate, sending it high, looking for a double tap. It's just off, and a touch there from Mazo. Cannot get out quite yet, and K-Frost, they're boostless. You can see him wave dash, slowly getting starved in their defensive half. Ignite's taken off the field, pressure mounting. Lamborghini up, Vigil for the shot flip reset, cannot land it. Tone pitching it back in, and Mazo sending this out, and they finally get the clear.
Yeah, but it's going to get bounced right back in. There was actually a double commit there, so they're going to lose an attacker on the backside of it. Tone's trying to redirect this one off the wall, and it gets the pass over to Vigil, still in the attacking zone for themselves, as they have been for probably at least the past minute, maybe another opportunity, but it's just going to get booted to the other corner. Finally, Mazo able to find a touch, double commit there, and that's not what you want to see. The deflection from Vigil is able to score the first for Lamborghini.
Yeah, that double commit just opened things up. That's all it took to crack the defense. Vigil securing that. Actually, he might have just scored that. I'm not sure. That ball bounced off the crossbar. It might have been out had he not gotten that touch. So an excellent decision there. They take a 1-0 lead nearing 3 minutes passing by. K-Frost going for a shot there. Maybe they can finally get some offense going for themselves. They've been stuck in their defensive half for at least a minute and a half or so. They are getting chances, but right there, shut down and sent out by Nate.
Yeah, and back in their own defensive zone, they've got to get some offense going, and maybe looking a little bit boost-starved on this opposite side. They haven't been able to get too much pressure and really haven't been able to contest too many balls high up in the air. You see maybe if Ignite was able to go up for that, but it's going to be K-Frost instead. The flick, and it's there! Back of the net he finds, and we are back at once.
It's an excellent flick there. Vigil does not find the touch, and K-Frost, one flick over Nate. He cannot make the save. With a minute 37 remaining, they've tied it up. Defiance coming back in this. Let's see if they can continue that momentum or if it's going to go right back to Lamborghini. Pass off the corner. K-Frost will get another touch. Ignite there first, passing it off the side wall. They're much early. Now Vigil playing it off the side wall. Ignite coming in, pre-flips into that. Tone in an awkward spot. Mazo looking for a pass, but K-Frost just holding back on that, and his other teammate was just too far up to take advantage. There's an excellent pinch. It's 50'd out. Mazdo up very early for that, but Nate is awkward. He's in very awkward, sent down, and Ignite puts it in, and Defiance takes the lead.
A beautiful passing play there, able to go up. Mazo off the wall, gets the touchdown, and so hard to defend against. Vigil tries to go up, but Ignite beats him to it. And now we have a 2-1 lead for Defiance. This is the first time so far this series they've had a lead. We'll see if they're going to be able to sustain it.
Tone sending that up off the back wall, and now Vigil sending it out. Mazo will come back in, though, to keep the pressure on. Vigil down now towards Tone. He got a touch before he meant to. I guess it still does work out for a pass, but Vigil cannot follow that up well enough. And now 2 men are up. Tone, the only one back for now. He gets an excellent save there. 1v1. Nate past one. Can he get a pass mid? Looks for Tone, but K-Frost cutting that off. Vigil for the rebound. Tone is on the back wall. He's not able to take a shot off that. The pass up to Tone once again, dropping down. Mazo for the clear out. Lamborghini starting to mount pressure. They need one more goal to tie this up in the next 20 seconds.
Yeah, and they're trying desperately to get shots on net, but nothing has been too sustained, and nothing has been really passing plays either way, as this ball is just going to get lobbed to the opposite side of the field. Tone tries to take control of it, but Ignite is there to contest, and this ball is staying within the zone. K-Frost looking for a shot of his own, maybe add a little bit more to the cushion. Is this ball going to stay up? It is for the time being, as Ignite pushes it up. Nate pushes it towards the net. He's trying to put a dribble up at it on his own, but it's going to drop, and Defiance take game 2.
What an excellent turnaround from Defiance, dropping game 1 by a pretty big margin, and they come away with a very good close victory in game 2. Took 9 shots total to Lamborghisa's 6. But again, they're just able to take advantage of opportunities like Lamborghini were in game 1, and they come away with the victory.
Yeah, this game so far has been kind of just such a defensive heavy game. We're seeing consistent saves. You actually see the saves coming out of the squad here of Lamborghini. I think they had, I think it was 6 saves. So going 6 for 8. You know, it's certainly not the scoreline you want, but they're very solid scoreline either way. We're gonna have to see what they're going to be able to do here going into game 3.
Yeah, they're going to have to turn things around just like Defiance had to. They definitely had the pressure, but unfortunately for them, it did not come through enough. And Defiance were able to take it. They do start off on offense. Tone doesn't get a touch there. And now Ignite gets the dunk and sends it out. Nate, the only one back, sends it straight up, which buys his team time to come back and get some boost. But K-Frost with possession now, but he loses possession of it. Mazo taking a shot, easily put away by Vigil. Ignite to keep it in, looking for one more touch, which he gets. He gets the dunk off of Vigil as well. Off the corner now is Nate. Tone is there first, sending it out. Can he get one more touch? He does. It's back passed, but it's right at K-Frost. Ends up flipping right by it, and now Vigil's able to keep this in because of that mistake. Off the corner now is K-Frost. Sent back in towards the mid. The shot taken from Nate, stopped by Mazo. He'll go up and get the offense going.
Yeah, Mazo in the perfect spot at the perfect time, able to make that stop and keep this game scoreless. Nate, though, he's going to maintain control here. There's no one back. Ignite with a beautiful bump. That's exactly what he needed to do, especially with no one back. Granted, they're going to probably lose possession here. Actually, no, just kidding. It's going to be K-Frost able to find the touches. They're going to battle it out here in the midfield. Who's going to be able to keep control of it? As this ball goes up, Vigil and K-Frost are up, and K-Frost able to win that one out. Keep that ball going the other way. K-Frost potentially with a shot opportunity. He's going to get the pass to Ignite. Ignite with the goal. Beautiful shot. Finds that far post, and it's a 1-0 lead for Defiance.
Oh, the pass back from K-Frost, but Ignite with the snipe towards the left side of the net. There is no chance the defense will catch up to that when he put it on target with that much speed. An excellent shot. Defiance take a 1-0 lead. Nearly a minute and a half gone by, but now offense again for Lamborghini. Mazo up in time for that. Vigil down towards the mid. K-Frost an excellent kill. Ignite's got to get this touch, and he does. It's still kept in, though. Now down towards the mid, bit awkward. Mazo looking to follow this up. Nate just killing it towards the side. The pass down to K-Frost, plays it by one. Nate's awkward in the middle of the net. Nobody was there for Defiance just yet, however. And Mazo to keep it in. Trying to follow this up, he cannot. Ignite getting a great challenge. That's all he needed to do was get a slight touch on that. Tone is very awkward in the net, but he still gets the save. Mazo will find it anyway. It's 2-0.
And right now, Lamborghini not looking too comfortable in this game. Tone able to get that stop, but Mazo just in the right spot at the right time. Once again, that's all about committing for the ball, especially when it's on the goal line like that. There's no reason not to, and it ends up with a Defiance 2-0 lead.
Yeah, they're looking to go back on offense, but right now, after game one, I should say, it's been all Defiance. Lamborghini have not had much going for them, and they've looked very, very uncomfortable on defense. Tone was lucky to even get that pinch save on that play, and unfortunately, it still worked out for a goal for Defiance. They are having some offense right now, though, as Nate takes this towards the corner. K-Frost pinching it to get it clear, but Vigil sending it back. That's on target, and Mazo cannot catch up to get the save. It's in from Vigil.
Yeah, and Mazo jumps super early there, gets called out of position after that smacks the top of the wall. You see him a little uncomfortable with the boost, and great follow-up from Vigil to dunk that over Ignite, and they're able to close the gap a little bit. Now just a 1-goal differential between these teams as we just passed the halfway mark in this game.
Ignite carrying this out. He's looking for K-Frost. He does get the challenge. It'll bounce off the other corner. Mazo looking for another shot. It's just a bit off. If it was a pass, his teammate was much too far back for it. Excellent dunk from Ignite. Vigil loses possession, allowing Mazo to get one touch in. That's a powerful pinch all the way out. Ignite doesn't find a touch, and now he's uncomfortable. Vigil back in. K-Frost towards the side. One gets bumped there. Nate still to send it in. Tone was a double commit that closes offense once again for Lamborghini. A good pass down. Nate taking a shot. Low shot is saved by Ignite. K-Frost now with not a lot of boost still carries it out, and he wins that challenge to get some offense.
Ignite maybe with a position as he's going to send this one up high over. Nate is able to find the touch, but this one's still towards the middle. K-Frost puts another touch on it. Vigil with really low boost sitting in front of the net, trying to stay on this ball, but hasn't been able to do anything. It's still there. Ignite with a beautiful shot extends the lead to 2 for Defiance.
Oh, Ignite, you've got to be kidding me. What kind of a double touch is this? It bounces off the ground, and then he gets the touch, all with 0 boost. What a goal there. The momentum is completely on the side of Defiance. They have insurance up 3-1. Only a minute 15 remain. Lamborghini have had nothing going in the previous 2 games.
And this is one of those situations where it's okay to sit back. It's okay to play defense right now because you have that 2-goal cushion. Sure, a 1-goal cushion, you want to sit up. You want to go more aggressively. But when you're playing in a tournament, especially versus players of these calibers, it will not hurt you to not play too aggressive. And that's exactly what they're doing. Putting players in the box and just looking for those long clears. Ignite, though, is going to send a ball all the way up the other side of the field. Nate able to find the touch and able to put Tone on it. You can see there's nobody back in net, but they're able to hustle back in time. Is Mazo able to make that stop as we hit the 40-second mark? Not too much time. Nate with a soft touch, but unfortunately not able to find his mark.
Right, time running out on the clock, 30 seconds left, and Lamborghini has not had the offensive pressure to score 2 goals in that amount of time. They do have plenty of shots on the board, it looks like, but they are not taking advantage of any of them. Oh, Mazo looked for the pinch, but still it's enough to keep it in their offensive half. Nate does get a good clear out, but 10 seconds left. They need a goal right away, and Mazo's happy to slow it down. That shot is too high, but he doesn't get the touch there. It's still sent out, and that is still a victory for Defiance. They've won 2 in a row now, and they are on match point.
And K-Frost with actually a beautiful stop there to stop that potentially second goal from going in. He came out of nowhere, was able to find the stop and able to hold them to 1 point this game, but it is Defiance going up in the series now, 2-1, looking at game point.
Yeah, and if you look at Defiance, look at Ignite specifically, 677 points, 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 saves on the net. Because as you can see, Lamborghini did have pressure. Unlike I was saying, they did have 9 shots. It just didn't feel like they had that many just good opportunities. Sure, they were putting them on, but nothing felt quite there. And Defiance runs away with another game.
And Defiance with a lot of high percentage shots so far this game. They put up only 4 shots and were able to score 3 goals, 75% shot percentage this game, and that is exactly what you want to see. Defiance working the ball really well on the walls, able to find the passes they want throughout this game, and they've been able to capitalize on top of that. Now looking at series point, looking to move on to the grand finals. We're going to have to see if Lamborghisa is going to tie it up 2-2 and send us to a potential game 5.
See how it goes. 5 more minutes on the clock. It's up to Lamborghisa. Now they've got to win 2 in a row if they want to have a straight path to the grand finals. They want that game advantage in the grand finals. Remember, the winner does get a 1-game advantage. No bracket reset. You just start off leading 1-0. That is definitely going to help their case to be able to possibly take this tournament. K-Frost gets an awkward back pass after the dunk from Nate. Now K-Frost goes up in the air. He's got Mazo to his right, gets the flip reset, but that doesn't really help him much. Another dunk from Tone. Mazo up early, doesn't get the touch. Nate for the shot. Open net in front of him. It's a 1-0 lead for Lamborghisa.
Yeah, and a bit of a mistake there. I think K-Frost was kind of just caught out of position a bit too far down the field looking for a pass, and being that last man back, it really doesn't help out. Just like that, though, it is going to be Lamborghisa taking the lead 1-0 just 34 seconds into this one.
Vigil looking for more offense. K-Frost gets an excellent first touch. He is able to keep possession because of it. But now Nate, even with no boost, he still does get a clear out. Gets a good second touch by Vigil for the shot. Now Tone for the shot, stopped by K-Frost. And he wins that 50, looking to send this out. Ignite up early. He's going to play it off the backboard. But the defense stood strong. He waited on the backboard for it and played it out to the side. Nate is beaten by Mazo. Now pass back from Tone. Vigil is up. He gets 1 touch there. Not able to follow it up. Nate is there as well. Now Tone. A pinch pass mid. Ignite taken off the field. Vigil for the pass to Tone. Left side of the net. And now Insurance 2-0 for Lamborghisa.
Yeah, demo perfect there to take him off the side of the field. Vigil, the perfect pass to Tone, and just perfect placement, beats the defender out the left side, and now a 2-0 lead with just over a minute passed. It's a lot higher scoring game we're seeing so far in comparison to previous ones. We'll have to see if it's going to keep up, though, as this ball is already in the territory of Lamborghisa.
Yeah, they're still sticking with it on offense. A minute and a half has passed. It's been all Lamborghisa in this, looking to send it to a game 5. Excellent dunk from Nate. Now Vigil races in, sending it towards the net. K-Frost, the only one in there. He does get the stop, and a pass mid is cut off by Ignite. But K-Frost was up as well. I think Defiant little going after too many things at once. Ignite, a smart turn back, gets 1 touch there, and K-Frost towards the side to keep it away. 1 back, but Mazo doesn't have any boost. A wave dash there. But nothing happening quite yet as Ignite now takes the shot, and Nate cannot catch up to it. It's 2-1.
Beautiful shot once again coming out of Ignite. He's been on fire this series, and Nate just a bit too far off the back post to make that stop. It's going to give the squad of Defiance their first goal of the game, and of course they're looking to take this series as fast as they can. They do not want to give Lamborghisa any breathing room, and they're going to continue their attack on the net.
Oh, that pinch goes all the way back. Now Mazo, very awkward. He's got to rotate back quickly, which he does. And that ball was killed just enough to give him time to do that rotation back. Mazo beating 1, collects the 100, beats another. Nate, the only one in net. The pinch, he does get the touch. K-Frost looking for a pass off the backboard, but Mazo's too far back for it. Tone doesn't get a touch right there. Now no boost left, gets 1 touch there. Mazo to collect this, looking to get it past Nate. Nate, not the greatest of touches. Mazo, the pass. K-Frost was not expecting it, and Tone off this side. Ignite turning on it now. Beats 1, beats another. Mazo up. Mazo for a double tap. It's down, and Tone, he's going to clear it out.
And that was just a perfect opportunity for them to score right now. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize on that double touch. And we're still looking at a 1-goal game as this ball goes up and Nate is able to clear it down the other side of the field. Vigil puts the touch out to the corner, gets a nice bump onto Ignite. Might open up an opportunity, but K-Frost, I think he did a fake there. There's another flick to beat another defender. This ball might have an opportunity as it's going to be bouncing right back into the hands of Ignite. Unfortunately, not able to find that touch, and now Vigil with another touch. Tone up. Is he going to be able to put the shot on net? Indeed he is, but it's Mazo coming out of it to make the save. Now looking for a shot of his own, but he's out of boost, and Vigil is there to make the stop on the backside.
Ignite looking for the backboard, but Nate was sitting there waiting for it. Vigil a bit out of position there. Still, they get it out just far enough to slow things down for a minute, but keeping it in is Defiance. Ignite up for the shot, stopped by Nate, and now Mazo for the rebound. The demo completely widens the net. 105 remains, and we're tied.
And I don't think I've seen a more pixel-perfect demo. The timing on this is just immaculate. As soon as it's about to hit Tone, the demo comes through, and we have a tie game here in Game 3.
And Ignite was smart. He knew he could not get up to Supersonic without flipping into it. So just before he makes contact with the defender, he flips his car, allowing himself to get up to Supersonic and be able to get the demo. Because if that's just a bump, I think the save might still be there. Or if anything, Ignite ends up saving himself from being stopped by the car. So a perfect decision right there. Ignite is now taken off the field, but K-Frost back in. Tone. It's dunked off of him. Back mid, Mazo looking to send this off the backboard. Nate, he's dunked on by K-Frost. He keeps possession, keeps his dribble. Vigil, oh, he doesn't get the touch off the ground, so it slows things down, allowing Mazo to keep it in. 25 seconds left. It's sent back now. Remember, Lamborghini need a goal to send, or need the win to send it to Game 5. And there's the goal and the lead. 3-2, 18 seconds left.
Yeah, a beautiful passing play. Vigil with the pass to Tone, and he finds an empty net. Ignite, the only man back, and just not in the right spot to make that stop. Now, one goal separates these two squads, and Defiance want to end it right here, right now. 15 seconds on the clock. Will they be able to do it? Lamborghini struggling desperately for that Game 5. They might be looking for insurance, but it's not going to connect. Now 9 seconds on the clock. It's going to get sent the opposite side of the field. K-Frost goes up with a touch, puts it off the back wall, but Vigil's there to make the stop, and Mazo going to try and stay with it, but I don't think he has enough as this ball is bouncing, rolling, and it finally hits the ground. Lamborghini take another game, and we are at 2 apiece.
Lamborghini are thinking they're lucky stars. That shot honestly should have been into the net, and if that would have gone in, it would have been game over. Instead, they missed, and their lives became a little more tough, but they do stand strong on defense. They keep the ball out, and they take it, and like you said, here we go, a Game 5 to decide who goes to the winners finals. That was an excellent turnaround from Lamborghini now, so a couple turnarounds, first from Defiance and now Lamborghini sticking with it, and now we head to the final game.
Yeah, and if you're these players right now with a lot of pressure on your shoulders, you've gone through all 4 of these games, bouncing back and forth between these squads, and this is it. This is what it's going to come down to. Sure, you can go down in the loser's bracket, try and work your way through there, but you don't want to. You want to have that straight ticket there. You'd love that 1 goal advantage in the finals as well, and we're going to have to see who gets it. We are loading into game number 5. It's Lamborghini. It is Defiance. Who is going to take the victory?
See now if Defiance can revert to how they were in games 2 and 3, excuse me. Okay, Frosty loses that kickoff, but it does go right back to Ignite. Vigil back in, taking a shot. That's not a good save. Mazo is there. He takes the 50 perfectly to prevent the shot and prevent the goal. Ignite, another challenge there. Nate, the only one on offense right now. Now Vigil comes up. It's pinched towards the other side where Nate will turn. He chips it up, looking for Vigil. He's looking for Nate. Nate is up off the backboard. Get K-Frost a good, powerful clear out. This still turned on by Vigil. And Ignite, a banger. Mazo looking to drop that shot down, but Tone for the clear, and they return to offense.
Yep, starting out their drive once again as they're trying to get some pressure here. It is the squad of Defiance running a little bit low in boost. You can see K-Frost starting there with 0, but the squad of Lamborghini has been very, very strong with these high-tier touches. Tone with another, gets the pass over to Vigil, and it bounces off this back wall. And another opportunity for Nate as this one's going towards the net. Ignite with a touch. He's going to try and pass it out to his teammate, but sends it up to the opposite corner. Now Tone with it, and Ignite not able to get that touch. Bouncing in front of the net. Vigil trying to maintain control of it, but K-Frost able to push it outward into the corner.
Ignite looking to get this clear, which he does. It's by Tone. He gets an awkward backflip pass. Tone's on the back wall. Nate flips out of the way. He might have fallen off the post. Either way, it's 1-0 for Defiance.
And Defiance has got to be so happy about that. It's not exactly the highest percentage shot as there's two players in the box, but it goes in anyways. They'll take a 1-0 lead here in Game 5, and all they have to do is hold on to it.
Yeah, Nate and his teammate were not able to find the ball. Nate actually just flipped out of the way. I'm not quite sure what happened with him, but he completely missed the save, and now Defiance take a 1-0 lead. Mazo, Tone backflips. I don't know if he meant to do that, but it is giving a chance for Defiance. They still recover, and they get the clear. Tone will steal that corner boost. He's trying to stay with this. Oh, the corner shot from Vigil is just off, but not quite find that tight angle. Mazo by one, but he gets bumped off, and now Tone just slamming that downfield. It's right at Ignite. Now Ignite sending it straight back to Lamborghesa. Oh, that pass to Nate was perfect. It's just off. Can anybody be there in time? No, it's Mazo off the corner, and K-Frost for the redirect to keep offense going.
And the one thing I love right now about this game is the amount of aggression we're seeing out of these two squads. Another opportunity that's off the bar and out. Mazo up for it. It's still floating above the net, and he's able to finally clear it out to the corner. But that's exactly what I'm saying. So much aggression out of these squads. So many either double commits or 2 or 3 players up the field are looking for more. And just like that, you can see it out of your view from Tone there. Nobody in the backfield. They both committed, and that's another here for Defiance. They're going to get a 2-0 lead as we approach the halftime marker.
Yeah, I am going to be honest. I'm not really sure what Vigil's doing on that. He sees that his teammate has it the whole way. There's no reason to just follow behind him the entire way like that. Just stop at the back post just in case a mistake like that happens. He does not, and instead it's a wide open net that Defiance takes advantage of. They're up 2-0 just past halftime. The flip reset shot from K-Frost, 3-0.
K-Frost says, we are taking game number 5, whether you like it or not. Absolutely juice out the defender. Tone tries to put his touch on it, but just puts it into his own net. Now a 3-0 lead. Lamborghesa have to score at least 3 unanswered here in the last 2:20 to have a chance at this one. And already starting out in the attack is the squad of Defiance. They get even more demos on the backside.
You could see the confidence oozing out of them, going for everything, anything and everything, and it's working out, playing much faster up to, or at this point. Ignite, there's another double commit from Lamborghesa. It still might work out. It's barred down, and because of the double commit, you do not have a teammate coming in for the rebound. Lamborghesa is starting to panic, though they still are on offense as Nate goes for a double tap pass. Nobody quite there, and that pass was too straight down. Vigil, backboard pass cleared out by K-Frost. Nate comes up again, looking for Vigil, looking for a bump on Ignite. Does not get there in time, and Ignite gets the save. Keeping it in, though, is Vigil. Mazo is there up towards Tone, looking to stay on offense, but no, it's Ignite, and it's sent back in.
Yep, still looking for an opportunity. He's Ignite. He's looking for the flick, but Nate will take that right off the roof of his car. And now a minute left on the clock, and Lamborghesa has to get some offense going. They haven't been able to put down that many shots so far. Excuse me, they've actually put down more shots than the side of Defiance has, but they've got those 3 goals, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. The aggression is still there. Ball's going to get sent the other way. Mazo gets the touch as we find the 1-minute mark, and 3 goals in a minute certainly isn't impossible, not with passes like that. Fortunately, not able to succeed on that. Now 50 seconds left on the clock. This ball's bouncing, rolling right in front of the net. Nothing to come out of that.
Sent back out now again. Defiance on offense. Mazo is taken off the field, so an opportunity here. A little bit of openness. Or touch past one. It is put away by K-Frost. Running out of time. The clock is your enemy, and misses like that aren't going to help. An excellent 50 from K-Frost slows things down. An open net from Tone. It's 3-1. Still a chance.
Still a chance indeed, but 26 seconds is not a lot of time. Tone able to find a beautiful shot, and I don't even know if that hit the bar down, but 26 seconds. Tone actually says we'll be back, so I don't know if he's counting himself out of this just yet, but either way, of course, even if they lose this, it'll go down to the losers. This one already shoved out into the zone of Lamborghesa.
Yeah, they need a goal right here. 15 seconds left, so you just need 1 second on the clock in order to make the comeback. It's looking a little sketchy right now. That clear probably just secured it, and it does. One player has left the lobby, not quite thrilled. It is a victory from Defiance. They take it in Game 5. A solid victory from them, and they head to the Grand Finals.
And what a series out of these two squads. We got all full 5 games, so back and forth throughout the series, whether it was a 1-goal differential or a 2-goal differential like it was in this game. Battling it out back and forth, a lot of shots coming out of both these squads as well, and high percentage opportunities, but it is Defiance coming away with a victory and moving onward to the Grand Finals.
Yeah, for Lamborghini, it was a little too much, a little too late towards the end of that game. They had a good amount of offense. They actually had a lot of shots on net as one player left lobby. We can't see his shots, but 8 between just Tone and Nate. So the pressure was there. They just weren't able to find it. The defense coming out for Defiance, it secures them the victory. They advance to the Grand Finals, where they will await the winner of the Losers Finals, which will now contain Lamborghini.
Yeah, and Lamborghini certainly is not a threat to be messed with either. They've had some fantastic showing so far in this tournament, and I'd really love to see them come back and battle it through the rest of that losers bracket, come back on top. But they have multiple great teams to fight against. You have Mirage down there. You have just plenty of teams down there you'd have to fight out against.
Yeah, for sure. That is going to be it for us tonight. We will be sending it over to the new casters, but Cats, thank you for coming in again. Do you have any final words before we head out?
Not necessarily, but I'm just excited to have been casting some Rocket League with you. It was a pleasure. It was a lot of fun, and looking forward to watching the rest of this tournament as well.
Thank you. Yep, that is going to do it for us again. I am Powder. That was Cats. Thank you for having us once again. The newcasters will come in, and we will send you to the loser semifinal, which is Mirage versus Empire. An exciting one to be sure. Stick around for that.
Hello and welcome to the Tactical Banditry X GameWorks $300 Bandits on Wheels tournament. Right now we have a match between Mirage and Empire Esports. Of course, I am your caster Lesinos, and I'm here joined by iAtomic.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, thanks for introducing me there, man. I mean, this is going to be a great match that we're going to see here. I mean, this is two powerhouse teams that I've seen in many places before, and for them to be presented here on our stream, I'm very excited to get into it. So, I just wanted to, question you here right now. What do you see from these two teams right now?
So let's see. First of all, we're going to talk about Mirage because I've seen a lot from them. Look. Mirage has been really nice around the field. Their aerials, their communication just in general has really brought them to victory so many times that I think I've said their name more times than I've said hello to anyone ever. But Empire Esports, they've been a powerhouse as well. And I can't wait to go ahead and see these two teams go ahead and just battle right up against each other head to head.
Yeah, no, I definitely do think I'm going to go ahead and contend that with you as well. I've definitely seen these players around the scene for a long time. I can talk about a little bit real quick as we go ahead and start right here. Mizzou and Cynical, they're powerhouse dynamic that destroys many teams. Nebra and Lubby, Nebra just needs no introduction to any people. So I'm really excited to see how this goes on. Right now, Mizzou's kind of under the ball. This ball's going to come over to the left side of the field. Cynical's going to take a nice control touch, put it over towards the middle, pass attempt or to Storm, and it goes right back to the middle. And look, you already see it. I mean, this ball is just is crazy right now. I mean, you have so much aerial ability from all these teams right now, and I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you could see as you said, a ton of ball movement going around here, but it seems like there's barely any mistakes being made, and the ones that are being made are because of the other team. It's because of Mirage going ahead and bumping into someone else, or a Tekka's goal right there because of an intentional bump coming out from, I think that was Lubby, and that's going to go ahead and bring Mirage right on in front. The powerhouse themselves going to bring back their title soon.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great goal. I mean, he just snuck right past. There was a defender there in the way, but still it gets through. Quite a good goal there. So, I mean, as we continue on, might see a second one here. It goes straight back down. Now it's going to be over in the Empire side of the field. It goes right back into the middle. It's going to be almost coming in and saved right there. And Cynical takes it right down towards the middle of the field. It goes Tekka's on the ball here.
Oh, what a pass!
Nebra shoots. Oh, such a close one there.
That would have been so nice there. I mean, we've seen that a ton of times throughout, I mean, basically every single tournament that I've ever casted or that you, the viewers, have ever watched. I mean, we've seen Mirage go ahead and pull up amazing passing plays to go ahead and win them tournaments. But we see the ball coming on over. Lubby hits it past one, but Mizu is right there for it. Nibra putting it into middle. Tekka's right there, back to Nibra. Trying to go ahead and fake it. Doesn't look like he can, though. Tekka's putting it down. Lubby tried to go for it, but Storm was right there. Lubby going up for it yet again. Off of the backboard. Cynical is right there, putting it back to middle. Might be getting it past, but it doesn't seem like he has any boost. Nibra hitting it over to the side to Lubby. Lubby putting it past. Storm gets under one. Doesn't win the 50-50 on that. Someone flies on in, but Lubby's right there for the save.
One thing I'm noticing is that Mirage is kind of stuck, taking the Empire's boost here, and Empire is quite starving, trying to just reach the ball and get a 50-50 while Mirage is tactfully, getting a nice 50-50. Mirage is right now up by 1, so it's definitely a good a good tactic to take. Just take the opponent's boost, make sure to get through. Right, it's gonna be a shot step right here. It's gonna go right there. Mizzou in there for the save. Lackluster shot right there. It was just so slow, and there was no boost on the Empire side. He goes straight back through. Now it's gonna be a counter attack. It goes straight in from a great pass to Mizzou.
It doesn't matter how much boost you have in the tank. When you go ahead and pass that hard and get a nice little finish there, 109 kilometers per hour goal coming out from Mizzou, sorry. And I mean, again, you said that there was a ton of boost shortages. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, if you shoot that hard, it's gonna go right on in. Just like that, again, Cynical. Just showing my point with 0 boost left on that. He just put it right on in to give Empire their 1-goal lead.
Yeah, no, that read was quite amazing. I mean, he bounced just straight off of the side wall there. I mean, 2 shots in from Empire Esports, and they're now in the lead. Mizzou is now grabbing a straws to try to get it. It's already a little bit past halftime, so they got a lot of time to get through it. But Mizzou is going to try to cancel that and try to get a safety goal here. Nebro, however, is going to get bounced off the wall there. Tekos now in Mirage is evading the Empire half. Cynical on the ball now is going to go to a little control touch. They're going to pinch it off to the back wall. No one's there. Mizzou's going to take a nice another one straight through to the other side. And now Mirage is pushing the ball forward towards Empire.
Oh, and a pass right to the... Oh, that's what we like to see. That is what we like to see, Mirage. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Never off of the corner, right to Tekos and past Mizzou. Oh, just flying right on past leisurely. That makes it 2-2, 136 remaining in the game.
Yeah, that's the goal that Tekos takes credit for, but he really didn't do much. He just had great positioning. The pass there was quite insane, like you said. I mean, he was upside down and ensuring that he was going to get a powerful hit using the corner of his hitbox. He gets it through. Right now, Nebro's on the ball. It's going to be one defender in the way. Cynical's on the way now. It's going to put it through. There's a little bit of a soft touch there from Nebro. There's going to be a shot on. Mizzou almost gets scored on here, but Empire is now in the tied space. Lubby's going to take that ball from his teammate. It's going to be a shot on net, and that was going to be a little bit of a double commit mistake from Mirage.
Oh, that just sucks too much. Oh, there it is. Just Cynical putting it right on in. Again, you're talking about the corner of the hitbox. That just absolutely insane shot. Absolutely just powerful shot coming out from Cynical there to make it 2-3 as we go into the last minute of play here. Tekos almost getting a flip reset there. Lubby is up for the save though. He goes on across. Tekos putting it over to the middle. Cynical's right there though, turns on it, but it goes right past to Lubby. Tekos up, double tap, not quite, as Storm's right there on top of the wall. Lubby there, Cynical with a nice little touch. Over to Mizzou. Mizzou goes ahead and misses. Never gets the bump out to Cynical. As Lubby starts to hit it over, right to Tekos. Tekos puts it mid. 35 seconds remaining in the game. Clear coming on out. Trying to get it out of their zone. Oh! What a save coming out from Tekos.
Yeah, Tekos did a great job there. He's going to get a nice control touch and trying to get a counterattack going. It looks like Mirage has a chance here. It's going to get right in the way as Mizzou. It's going to be right back on track. Remember, Mizzou does have to try to win this one right here. I mean, they do have a chance here. Oh, Empire almost gets another security goal. They're going to get it. Oh my God, it's just so close. Cynical sneaks it right through, and a squishy save is futile from
Tekos. Oh my. That was just... I mean, you're talking about safety goal. That's the safetiest of safety goals with only 10 seconds remaining. This is basically in the bag for Empire, as I don't think that Mirage is going to be able to get 2 goals. And now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is going to be it for this first game. Empire goes ahead and takes the first game 4-2.
Yeah, no, that was great. I really, really enjoyed that game. I hope you did as well. I mean, what a showmanship of Mirage was in the lead for the longest time over halftime, and then Empire comes in, takes it back. I mean, it's such a great thing to see whenever a comeback like that happens, especially in the first game. It just shows that the shift of momentum can really shift out of the way, and that actually both teams can take the second game. It really, I think it's an exciting thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, Empire there was just an absolute powerhouse, as we were talking about, but they were just, I don't know, they kept their shots simple, and that was just something that Mirage did not expect there. I mean, Empire, there was nothing fancy like Mirage did on that corner shot, but it was mostly just passing plays right onto the ground, powerful shots, and just getting it right on in. And I mean, if that wins games, then that wins games, as it is 4-2. We should be going into the next one very, very soon.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about Mizzou. He had 6 saves that entire game. I mean, that is quite a feat, I feel like, in threes especially, with one player having all those saves. I think it was Cynical that had another one, but Cynical had 3 goals, and it still wasn't even top of the leaderboard. That is quite the showmanship from Mizzou there, especially in the last half, because he didn't have that many in the first half. So I think it's going to be leading up to a second great game, and hopefully we see a nail biter just like that one. And the first kickoff goes underway. Lubby's going to be on the ball here. It's going to get canceled over already by the Empire team, but it's going to be another shot on. Lubby's got a nice one right there. Great pass to the midfield, and Lubby's just straight in position.
What was that shot, Lubby? Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. That is quite good. I mean, I think that, Lubby really just didn't have to do much. He wasn't even too flashy with it. It was just such a casual goal by him. And those are sometimes the best. Second kickoff already underway, and Empire already in trouble once again. And Mirage is absolutely destroying Empire Esports right now after Empire has just won game 1.
Empire's thoughts of winning, you could say that it turned into a Mirage, as Mirage goes ahead and takes 2 with only 15 seconds into the game. And that goal by Lubby went ahead, kicked it off. I think that just demoralized Empire. And then that second one, and maybe a third by Tekaz, almost in, just absolutely gives them a little bit of fire to try their best to get these 2 back. And I mean, they have enough time to, as Mizu goes ahead and passes it over to Cynical, but Cynical is not there for it. Over to the corner, but Nibra's right there. Tekaz passing it forward, past Mizu. Over the corner, Lubby goes ahead and tries to go for it, but nothing comes from it. Cynical up in the air, nice little air dribble going on, but Nibra's gonna be right there. Tekaz with a nice little save. Storm hitting it over, almost a pass redirect, but nothing happening. Lubby right there. Cynical's gonna go ahead and contest him though. Mizu up, almost passed, and it is Cynical with a nice little powerful shot past Tekaz to make it 2-1.
Yeah, it seems like Empire right now is kind of on their back foot. I mean, obviously those 2 goals in the beginning are a little bit hard to come back by, but I mean, they're taking their shots nice and slow. They're making sure that whenever they do take a shot, it's not going to come and bite them back. So they have to really make sure that when they do take a shot, it must go in, or they must have someone back. And I mean, it's going to be almost a second one there. Mirage is going to take a nice one down, but it's futile because Cynical is going to take a shot once again. What a great goal by Cynical here.
Not again, Cynical. I mean, that rebound control from Storm was absolutely great. I mean, I feel like that shot was supposed to go in, but I mean, it turned out as a rebound, and Cynical was right there for it. Positioning. It's been the name of the game, and it's going to keep on being the name of the game, unless if Storm goes ahead and hits this shot, which he doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and move it on up.
Yeah, and it is a tie game now. I mean, Empire has went around and, now they're tied, and it looks like what they're doing is working. Storm almost had a great air dribble attempt there. It was going to be cut out right there in the middle. And now the ball's kind of looming around in the Mirage half, and this is not good for Mirage. You really want to kind of, show that you can apply more pressure after those 2 goals you scored in the beginning, because, I want to see if there's any type of momentum shift that can drastically change here. I mean, it looks like right now Empire has all the momentum. They're going to become past 2 guys, and it's almost a third, but Tekaz goes ahead and demo a flick attempt there. Mizzou on the ball there. Nice shot there, but my gosh, it was just right at the defender, unfortunately. But it was forming up to be a great shot attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, what a turn of events.
Nibra with a nice little shot up in the air. And just bounces it right on down. I think that Mizu thought that Storm had that one. He was just like, I can just kind of stay in the net. And the next thing you know, it's coming right towards him, and there it goes in the net. Now it's 3-2, and Empire has to really step up their game to go ahead and win this. As, I mean, Mirage has just gotten so many opportunities, never putting it past one, but Mizu is right there. Up the wall. 2. Storm!
Wow.
Perfectly.
Wow.
calculated from Mizu to Storm.
Oh, did you see that? So what happened there is he got boosted up towards that ball, and then he was only able to make that pass with that amount of Prosper with the bump that he got hit on. So he recovered so nicely. In fact, not so nicely that he caused the goal for Mirage. And Mirage, I know, is kicking themselves with that demo. It didn't happen. So yeah, that was just crazy.
That was absolutely insane. We see Nebra going ahead, passing it through. Oh, Tekaz almost in again, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. As he said, tie game 3-3, half the game left. Storm hitting it past 1. Tekaz handling it, putting it on over to the side, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna have enough boost. Gets it past 1, but not past Cynical. Lovely going ahead, hitting it over. Mizu just kind of trying to rotate on around Storm over to Cynical. Cynical can't hit it though. Mizu right there. Almost faking Mirage, but nothing's gonna happen there. Cynical with a nice little pass, but Lovey's right there for the save. Cynical again trying his best. Storm's there. So many fakes almost coming out here, but none of them prospering.
Yeah. I mean, this is there's just so much 50-50s going on. I mean, you can see Empire are doing a little bit of a different approach here. Every single time that Storm goes up for a shot or anything, he kind of just fakes it and instead goes for a 50-50. And oh my God, that's almost a crazy cracking shot there. It bounces off the ceiling right in front of the Mirage net. Mirage, however, took care of that nicely. Mirage now getting a passing play towards the middle. It's going to go right back down to the Empire side. Now back towards the middle. Empire have a shot attempt. Cynical's going to receive a pass here. It's going to go in. Lovey saves it. And now it's going to be a double commit for Empire, but it's hitting someone be there. And no, they can't. And now it's just stuck in the midfield.
Yeah, that was almost insane. Almost insane. I mean, they were 99% there, but then
yeah,
Mirage just went ahead and said, no, can't have that here, just like Nibra just did. Cynical putting it in front, long pass. Tekaz almost Justins it, but not quite. Lovey to Nibra. Oh, what a save by Storm!
Storm is the 50-50 powerhouse of Empire. I mean, he saves that. He's not. I don't think he's given possession up once. And you know that's usually something that team's gonna do. But no, he's been on the control of the ball this entire time. He is the middle master of this team. He's doing a great job. And I think what's gonna have to happen is Mirage is gonna have to break past him entirely and his brick wall in order to score here. But 20 seconds left. Empire as well trying to fight for this win. Let's see if we can get a nice cracking shot at this last second. Oh, it's going to be saved by Mizu. Cynical now going to get 50-50. It's going to go straight up high. Tekaz has a shot attempt. It's going to get saved. I think that was Storm in the middle of it. Ball's coming straight down. Mizu has control. But no, Mirage is going to take a cracking shot at it, and it's not. Cynical is going to put it towards the middle. Does he drop it or is he drop it?
No.
It's a solo play. Going to go back down to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this goes.
Just barely overtime. I mean, that would have been a great goal by Cynical, but Tekaz just put it right on down. This might be a short overtime, might be long. I mean, we've seen 5-second overtimes, but we've seen 50-minute overtimes happen. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and see what happens here. Cynical going ahead, putting it mid. Nibra almost past Storm, but just barely gets a pixel on that. Cynical over to the side. But we see Tekaz is right there. Cynical yet again getting another hit. Tekaz putting it over. Storm's right there for though. Jumps over one, but can't get past the other. Lubby right there. Mizu though. It's ready for the save. Tekaz over to the side. Again, Storm right there. Always in position. Positioning. Just as I said, always the main state of this game. As Storm goes ahead, tries to go over. Almost gets a hit on it. Cynical putting it over into the corner. Nebra going down. Tekaz getting a nice little clear. But Mizu is right there, getting it past Tekaz. Past Nibra. No. No, Lubby's right there, though.
Yeah, now it's Storm, the defensive wall on the ball here. He's going to take it over towards the corner, try to send it through the midfield. He's going to get a nice, maybe a flip here. No, he doesn't. It's going to be back down. It's going to be a counterattack attempt here. Mirage need a score to continue the fight. And all Empire needs to do is just score one goal to end it all for this. I think it's loser semifinals. So, you know, this is a very important game. Oh, this is almost go in. This is going to save it. Yes, he does. The demo was in my way. I couldn't see anything. It's going to be a shot attempt. It's going to be just wide. And now Empire Esports are going to be able to take it down, but Tekaz is in the way, puts it back into his corner. He's going to take control. Storm in the way, doesn't lose that 50-50. He never does. Nibra's in the air, misses a little bit, but doesn't matter. They're going to have a counterattack going. This will be a nice booming clear over to the side. Storm on the ball now. He's going to have some boost floating in the air. Can he get a double? No, he can't. Comes straight back down, and now Lubby's in control. Ball gets sent downfield. A little bit of a pinch. Mizzou sending it back across. I feel the game of tennis, I think, is what we're watching right now. And I mean, yeah, I don't see too many shooting attempts, but it seems like both teams are just trying to play it safe right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, safe is always good, but sometimes you got to take risks, especially for Mirage. I mean, this is one goal away from going ahead and ending your whole series here. You got to maybe take a little bit of risks. Who knows? But that one is what ends it. Oh my gosh. There it goes. I didn't even expect that to go in. I thought that what's his name had it. I thought that he had it. But that goes ahead and that ends us the game with Mirage going ahead and losing it and Empire winning it 4-3 in overtime.
Yeah. Wow, no, that was a great series. I really enjoyed it. What a great show by Empire Esports here to take it 2-0. But I mean, let's not forget, Mirage did take it to overtime. They definitely had the chance to just, maybe 2-0 Empire, if they catch them off guard. Empire were doing so solid 50-50 wise. They were playing the ball safe. They were making sure they were getting scored on. I think it paid off in the end because, they took a shot at a mistake from the Mirage team, and I think they're going to be kicking themselves for that one for sure.
I mean, definitely. I mean, Mirage definitely could have done better in my opinion, but I mean, you win some, you lose some, and that's just a loss for Mirage against, right now, the defending champions, Empire. And I really do hope that we go ahead and we see more next time that this does come on. But of course, do not go away. We will be going ahead and getting the losers finals underway very soon. And hopefully we'll see you guys again very soon. I'm Lesinos, and this is iAtomic. We'll see you guys just in a little bit.
Night. Oh, dude, I'm
皆は僕をダメなやつと思う鏡を見つめる僕を見下げているけど中には大きな力希望がある Maybe I'm a little young but you don't know what I've become Can't you see it in my face A demon living in disguise but you can see the killer in my eyes I've got a look you can't escape You can't escape No one understood the world that I was making. Look me in the face and tell me I was faking. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. shy for love. I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. And no, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you?
Hello and welcome back to GameWorks X Tactical Banditry $300 Bandits on Wheels. Of course, I'm your caster Lesinos, and I'm here joined by the one and only Atomic, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see a match between Lambergosa and Empire, the defending champs.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting for sure. I mean, Empire, we just saw put on a show against Mirage, and they did a great job controlling the ball. And I want to see what Lambergosa can do to go against that, having soared a little bit farther in the winners bracket. So this is gonna be an exciting game for sure, because Empire is now fighting their way through the bottom of the losers bracket, and Lambergosa just came from there, or from the winning bracket. So this is gonna be an exciting one for sure.
Yeah, thing is just look. You gotta go ahead and you gotta shut down those passing plays. I mean, Empire, we could see last game they were just passing all over the place, and that's what messed up Mirage. And I mean, you just gotta go ahead and play better. You just gotta go ahead and you have to play better than Empire, and you have to go ahead and take down their passing lanes and make sure that they just can't get any type of lane to each other and any type of shot on goal from that pass, or else you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna get demolished. As we go into this game right here, kickoff going off in Lambergosa's favor. Ton going ahead, hitting it over, but Mizu's right there. Mizu hitting it up over to the middle. Nice little air dribble. Tons is right there to maybe make the save. Oh,
Wow.
coast
Yeah,
to coast.
that's great. Yeah, coast to coast, you're right. Mizzou, I mean, just took it across the field, and Lambergosa did absolutely nothing to stop it. They tried with two other defenders, and still Empire was able to get through, and that is going to be a goal lead for Empire, and the momentum is all in their favor. So let's see how that gets changed here in the future.
Very much. We go ahead and we see Mizu hitting it on down. Bijao right there. Cynical, although missing it, does get that not flip reset, half flip to go ahead and try to hit it again. Storm right there, the 50-50 king. Doesn't get it in though, as Tons is right there. Mizu 0 boost, not able to do anything. Tons hitting it over, Storm right there. Another defender. As he goes ahead and he bumps another one. Mizu going ahead, hitting it over. N8 is right there. Tons almost hitting it. Oh, this is just insane. They're pancaking it just over and over and over again. It's like a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great attempt there by Lambergosa. I mean, they did a pretty good job of scaring Cynical and the Empire defense, as they did right there. Tons is going to do a nice little drop right there. It's coming straight from the ceiling. It comes off from the side wall, backflips into it, puts as much speed as he can, and sneaks right in. That's a great goal for the Lambergosa roster.
Just absolutely beautiful.
And we go underway on the third kickoff. It's going to be Vigil. It's going to get it right through. Dunks on over the Empire defender. and a 2-1 lead, and that right there is how you shift momentum.
Exactly. I mean, that was just insane. I mean, just one after the other. You can't really do anything about that. Come on, Empire. Go ahead, get your defense together, and you guys may be able to win this one. As they are indeed down by 1 with 3:30 remaining. Cynical hitting it over. Storm's right there, but doesn't actually get a meaningful hit as it is blocked. Nate hitting it over, but Mizu's right there. Gonna go ahead and save it. Tons right there, and it goes right on in. Again, Empire, get your defense together.
What is going on? I mean, Empire came in so strong, and Lamborghesa take that just straight away from that. It's now 3-1, and you know, Empire not shy from coming back from a deficit, but they definitely don't want to do that if they can prevent it. It looks like they're going to have to go back to tactics of getting a clear 50-50, making sure they attack correctly, making sure that the ball isn't coasting too much in their third half, because I think that's what's been going on too much. As we see, Vigil is going to take a nice approach. He's sitting on their half now. He's going to go towards midfield. Cynical with a sharp turn. Nate's going to come in through. Cynical still on the ball. He's going to have some 50-50 attempt here. He's going to go to the other side of the field. And now Storm up with Nate. Nate beats over there. Mizu's going to take it now. Cynical in the third man is going to get that ball sent right back over to him. Cynical sending it straight to Storm, and now the ability to get that pass cleared, but no, it's intercepted by Nate. Mizu takes it towards the midfield. It bounces off the ceiling. Storm almost getting a touch off of it, and now Tons is going to take a touch for Lamborghese. It hasn't happened in a while. Lamborghese now on a counterattack. Gets saved. Vigil putting it towards net. Storm in the way. Can Storm save it? Yes, he can. Iron Wall is there once again. And this 3-1 game is sitting a little bit stagnant, but it's sitting in the Empire third. Empire should not be in this position right now, but Lamborghese is doing a great job with the pressure. Cynical, maybe be able to take it through. He's going to get a 50-50 going through midfield, and the ball is in the midfield once again with a counterattack happening. Couldn't go towards, but goes to nowhere, and Tons is able to clear it away safely.
Yeah, I mean, just a tons of attacks here. I mean, I don't think that you notice it, but Lamborghese is just trying to get it out of their zone, and that's it. They have those 2 goals. They don't think that they need any more, and they know that they can go ahead and defend against this Empire attack. And I mean, of course, they'll take this one. That was just easy. You could say that it's just tons upon tons upon tons of goals, as Tons gets his 3rd for today, the hat trick. To go ahead and make it 4-1, 148 left to go. Empire, bring yourself together. Go ahead, you need to get this going. I mean, you're the defending champs. Aren't you supposed to be defending? But we see Tons going on up. Nate right there for it. Tries to hit it down. Storm over. Only 9 boosts left. Nothing much. Pass right on over. And Vital's right there. See. Oh, cynical shot. Saved by Tons. Visual trying to hit it. Not quite. Mizu right there. Trying to get a nice little touch, but nothing comes out of it. Bijal right there, going ahead, almost in, right across the goal line. I think that you could go ahead and feel it whiz on by if you were a goalie. As we see Cynical trying to get a shot off. Mizu to mid, but Storm is blocked by Tons. Tons hitting it over. Storm right there with a nice little shot. Off target though. Visual right there for the save. Cynical over to the mid. Visual right there though, going ahead and winning that one. Storm backing it up, seeing if he can maybe get a counterattack here. He hits it up right on into Nate. As we see a little bit of a clear going on, a little bit of a dump and chase. Storm going ahead, hitting it up. Keeping control of the ball, surprisingly. Nate right there, Cynical hitting it over. Mizu there, down, but Visual with an absolutely amazing deny there. Goes ahead and keeps Empire's thoughts just as dreams. That'll go ahead and make it only 30 seconds left. Trying for a bump, and Storm goes ahead and gives Empire a little bit of hope with 22 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, what a clear-cut goal. I mean, you can't do much whenever the Empire Esports is coming just full force with 1 defender in your net. So great job there by Empire, and maybe, add a defender there if you're going to be Lamborghese. I mean, with 20 seconds, though, it seems almost statistically impossible that Empire takes his game. But we definitely are going to, or wish that they try. At least they have some momentum shifted from that last goal right there. Lamborghese is going to have a nice shot attempt. I mean, Cynical and Mizzou are seeming
Oh
to
my
get a
God.
nice passing play in with 2 seconds remaining. I mean, if they just get it, the only chance right now I see is a kickoff goal. But I mean, they've opened the gates here. They have to try.
If this happens, I'm leaving the booth. If they have the chance on this kickoff, here we go. 2 seconds left, going right on in. Empire, their chance is not over yet. Goes ahead, goes up. Cynical right there. Tons hits it down.
done.
Oh, there it goes. Not quite.
Glad you didn't leave.
But Lamborghini goes ahead and takes that one. And that'll go ahead and make it 1-0 in the series. Lamborghini's favor.
Yeah. I mean, you see, Lamborghini has Tone is going to put 3 goals in the net himself, 2 saves, and just absolutely relentlessly going against Empire. Empire had 3 saves from Storm. That iron wall, they're strong third man, did put on a defensive show. And Mizzou with his 2 goals. It looks like, really all that needs to be done here is just some more calculated waiting. Empire, in order to defend themselves in this second game, I think what they really need to do is make sure they don't go and dive into too many things. And I think Lamborghini is doing a great job of just keeping momentum and putting pressure on the Empire roster. So really what we have here is just a stage of who can adapt in the second game. Will it be Lamborghini or will it be Empire?
Yeah, there's nothing really much that else that I can say. I mean, Empire tried their best, but I feel like they really need to adapt here. Although Lamborghini really did dominate that game, they kind of let go at the end and gave Empire that momentum that they needed to maybe make that comeback to put it into OT. And although we did not see that come on out, we could have. And that's too close for comfort, in my opinion, as we go ahead and we see the next kickoff coming on out. Visual right there, hitting it over to the side. Tons getting a nice little shot on, but Cynical is right there. We see Storm going ahead, hitting it over at Nate right there. Visual right there for the save. What a wall pinch.
Can we get it? Oh.
That would have been a really nice goal, but not quite, as it's just a little bit off target. 30 seconds in, we see Visual going ahead, putting it over to the side. Storm's right there, though. Gonna go ahead and try for a Cuxer pinch, but nothing much coming out of that, as he does indeed miss the mechanic. Cynical putting it over, only 5 boost left. Doesn't look like he can actually do anything. Storm hitting it over to the side. No luck on the pass, as we see Visual going ahead and trying to clear it. Cynical putting it over to the corner. Corner bouncing down. Cynical up, but a save there to go ahead and deny it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't see Storm's pass towards, oh my God, a double demo coming from 2 separate teams of Lamborghini, that is quite huge. The defense now of Empire is now all the way back here. They're back in the corner. Can they get the ball through? It's almost in, but the pinch actually saves it. That was crazy. Both of those players did not have a save on that ball, but together, to the power of teamwork, I guess, they went ahead and saved that. That was perfect. I mean, what a great save. You don't see that often at all. I mean, earlier, like I was saying, is that Storm was doing some great. My God, how do I talk through this? But that's crazy. Storm was putting some great passes through the midfield, and Empire has done a lot of that in that previous series, and now we're trying to see it happen again. Let's go ahead and go back over to the stats. I mean, right now, or Empire rather, really need to get this game here because it's gonna be a best of 3. If Lamborghini takes this, they knock the defending champions out of the tournament, and that is crazy. As Cynical almost puts a nice double touch through the field, and then obviously you have Lamborghini just trying to get a game here like as they did before, trying to start in and just trying to take over Empire. So this is going to be a nice bout to see. We're 3 minutes in, and I mean the power is all over the field. I mean, back once again in the back half of Empire. Empire need to take control of this field. It's still 0-0. Storm taking it away. Mizzou trying to pass it over to Storm. Storm has a shot. He's going to put it up towards high. Nate's going to have a nice touch over this. Nate's going to have a second one. No, Mizzou goes up for this one. Mizzou, not that much boost in the air. He's trying to maybe give it to his teammates. He does. Cynical takes control of it, putting over to the right side. Cynical cuts. Can he get a shot in? Nate saves it away to the other corner. Storm shooting it now. Ball coming to the middle. Mizzou, maybe double. Oh, so close. And that was a chance. Another one. But so many shots, and just the defense from Lamborghini is now just impressive as well.
Just one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. Empire going ahead and showing their offensive detail and just going ahead and shooting so much that, I mean, if you shoot 100 times, it's gonna go in at least once. And I feel like Empire is going ahead and taking that literally. Mizu goes ahead and wins that 50-50. Tons there. 2 misses.
Oh my.
And that's what I'm talking about. You just keep on shooting and it's gonna go in. Cynical getting that first goal of the game to go ahead and give them hope to keep it in it. Again, as you said, Empire needs to go ahead and win this one to keep themselves in the series as they make it 1-0, 156 left in the game.
Yeah, hey man, shitter's gonna shoot. Cynical, 4 shots on the board right now, 1 goal, doing absolute work for the Empire offense, and I want to see more of it. Can we get to a game 3? Hasn't happened in the last series, maybe happens now. Empire definitely able to do it. Ball sending go through the middle. Nate taking control, putting it in his own corner. Mizu pressuring. Mizu getting a demo and then getting demoed. Vigil on the ball, putting it back in his corner once again. Tone sending it to the right. Mizu has to get a touch here. He does. Great touch there. Now back to his teammate. From one wall to the other, now towards the Lembergesa defense. Lembergesa, however, coming back with a counterattack. Cynical, he's going to go up the wall again. He's going to take control in the corner. Corner is very vital here for Empire. They need to make sure that they don't lose in their corners. They're doing a great job. Lembergesa now in control in their corner. Cynical having to get a 50-50. Tone going to make sure he gets a positive one, but it's going to go right down. Storm's going to send a ball from the midfield to the left side. Vigel's going to take control in his corner. Storm now on it, but he gets it right past him. Cynical having to make a midfield challenge. Going to turn a shadow. He's out of position. There's going to be a shot anywhere. Someone from the Lembergesa side, please try. It's 46 seconds remaining. You got to go for that one. Vigil sending it through. And oh my God, we're nearing into the end of the game. What do you think? This is just such a great rally that we're seeing. Oh.
Yeah. Whew. Almost a shot going in, but I mean, it seems that Lembergesa is going ahead and taking a page out of Empire's book and just shooting after, just shot after shot after shot after shot to go ahead and maybe get it in on one of them. Oh no! Storm! Mizu, sorry, Mizu. No, you did not just do that. No. Mizu. There's always one.
He's so mad at himself.
There's always one.
There is always one. There's always one. Yeah. I agree.
It's every single stream. There's always at least one own goal. Just every single time as we go down to the final seconds, Empire want to go ahead and keep this out of overtime, but it doesn't seem like that's actually going to go ahead and happen. Although ball is still up, but the overtime does indeed come on out. So it was in their zone. They kind of had to. We see Storm going ahead, winning that 50-50, as always. Mizu going ahead and hitting it. Is Cynical also winning the 50-50. Mizu there. Oh, but Tons goes ahead and takes it out from his grasp. Getting it above Storm, but not past Cynical. Cynical going ahead, putting it over to the side. Wall pinch. Ooh. But it's redirected by Visual. Tons right there. Mizu goes ahead and hits it over to Cynical. Double tap. Not quite, as it doesn't have enough boost. Storm going ahead, hitting it over. Tons is right there, though. Mizu there. And it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do anything as he gets popped up by the ball. A little bit of a role reversal there. 40 seconds into this overtime, we see Mizu going ahead, hitting it over to the corner. Mizu there, Cynical, hitting it up, dribbling on in, but not quite going in. Mizu right there.
Wait,
pass one.
No, is it dribble in? Oh, my. I mean, what do you think about that? That's a crazy goal.
That's what we like to call a little bit of a slow walk right on in. And we just see Lembergesa just not liking that one at all. Just walk very slow, and they just watched it go right on in. And that's going to go ahead and give Empire a little bit of hope to win this one. I mean, this is going to be the last game, and Empire needs to go ahead and win this one to defend their title, and I'm really excited to go ahead and see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it, Nate, 5 saves just himself. Took away probably Cynical's, maybe just Cynical shots. But Storm also had 5 shots. Mizu had 2. Mizu also had the 2 saves, and 1 assist, and 1 goal. I mean, what a crazy event there. I mean, that game was just so close. No one could tell who's going to win. I mean, right there, Lembergesa could have taken Empire out of the entire tournament, but I guess Empire really just wanted to make sure that they made it a little bit tough on themselves. And I think now what we're going to see is a great game 3, hopefully in overtime. I think that's going to happen. I'm calling it now. And I'm just waiting for some more goals to happen. I mean, that was such a defensive match. I think now we're going to see an offensive one.
Yeah, and I mean, Atomic, what do you think the score is going to be? I'm guessing, honestly, 3-1, not in overtime, actually. I think it's going to be 3-1 Empire. 3-1 Empire.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you think so? Okay, I'm gonna go for Mirage, or not Mirage. Sorry, Limberguess. I'm gonna go Limberguess at 5-4. That's what I'm thinking.
Limberguess at 5-4. All right, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, Mizu, of course, hitting it over. Tons right there. Storm, almost getting the first goal, but not quite. As we see Cynical going ahead, hitting it over to this corner, down to Storm, but Storm goes ahead and just kind of pancakes it onto the wall. So we see Mizu right there. Nothing really happening though, as we just kind of see a back and forth coming out from the teams.
Yeah, my God, demo attempt there by Vigil. Vigil's already setting the stage. Cynical getting bumped now. Empire is going to have a tough time with the bumping from Limberguess. Oh my God, a shot attempt there. Almost the worst 50 from Storm, but Storm, actually, you know what? It was probably calculated. We know Storm made sure that one didn't go in, but that was still very, very scary to see. Cynical sending up down. Mizu is going to be on the ball. He's going to set over to the middle. Oh my gosh. Storm now on the ball. Oh, gonna miss it, but that's okay because no one on Limberguess was able to expect that one. The ball's still floating in midfield. We got a 1 minute through our game, still 0-0. Doesn't seem to be a high scoring one. It's again, I think it's gonna be low scoring as the defense from both sides are just so solid. No one's giving up so much possession. It's really just a shooting attempt and then a counter attack and then another shooting attempt, but all well contested. So that's definitely good to see. Vigil putting one through the middle. Storm going to send it through. No one seems to be back where Limberguess is. If Mizu have a free goal, no, he does not. Ton is going to be there. And the ball is now bouncing willy-nilly all over through the Limberguess at the offensive half, but it doesn't seem to be going much out of their corner. Quite a feat. As they finally get a break, Mizu's going to set it back towards their corner, and now another shot attempt is coming through.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying before, Storm, just a little bit calculated. Storm does not make mistakes. He makes tactical losses. Yeah. As we go ahead and we see a little bit of an attack coming on over. I mean, we did see a little bit of an attack, but as you said, it's a very defense-sided game. There's not much that either side can do to go ahead and get a goal here. Although Storm does try his best to get a wall pinch there, nothing really happening. Tons hitting it over, although Cynical is right there. Cynical down. But Vigil goes ahead and takes it over, not past Storm though.
No.
Nate? Ton? Ooh,
I think you pronounced his name right. Yeah, there's a question mark there. Nate?
Cynical going ahead, hitting it over, but Tons is right there for the save. We see Vigil right there. Storm hitting it over to the top. Nate right there. You see Storm hitting it over right to the backboard, but no one's there to go ahead and get it. Mizu again to the backboard. I didn't know that they let Athena in here. We go ahead and we see a couple of hits coming on out. Storm going ahead, hitting it up. Only 12 boosts though. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything with it. Although the corner is a little bit contested right in front, but Vigil is right there to go ahead and handle it. Mizu trying his best to get it back, but nothing's going to actually happen. Cynical going ahead, hitting it, but he loses the 50-50. Storm going ahead, trying his best to get that double off of the wall. Nothing quite happening. Again, backward yet again. Cynical hitting it off of the corner, and that's just devastating for Empire. Tons of chances, but no goals to show.
Yeah. I mean, this is game 3. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. No goals have been scored. All that's going to take it is going to be one goal. It's going to happen right now.
Oh my God.
It's going to be doing it. 1 minute 27. And now Empire are at risk of getting out of the entire tournament. My gosh. This was such an exciting game, but such a shame that it's going to be decided by maybe one goal. Hopefully we get some more.
Chat, you're going to have to say it with me. Caster Curse. All throughout the Bandits on Wheels tournament, there has been the Caster Curse, where we say, oh no, that's not gonna happen, and the next thing you know, it just happens right away. And we can go ahead and we see Storm going ahead, dribbling it on over. Oh no! Tons goes ahead and gets the second goal there. Yeah, that's basically secures the win for Limberguess. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, when you own, the best skyscraper in New York City, you can't just leave it on the tens. And that's what they were doing for about 20 seconds, but they finally went in and called security, and it's a 2-0 lead for Limburgessa. Empire's trying to break in, though. Can we get a flipper set from Mizzou? He's going to get a nice 50-50 from that. Vigel's now on the behind the ball. Gets it right past Storm. Cynical's still there, however. Going to put on an attack, hopefully, for Empire. It's going to put it towards the mid. It's going to be a great double attempt. It's going to be right there, 2-1. It looks like Empire is getting a groove.
Oh my, I mean, I'm not going to say that my prediction has been reversed, but I really hope it's not. As we go ahead and we see a nice little goal coming out from Mizu to make it 2-1, giving Empire a little bit of hope to reach for the skies. 50 seconds left. We see a hit over to the side. A Nate right there. Storm hitting it over. Tons almost with another goal, but not quite. Mizu hitting it up. Cynical's right there. Vigil hits it right past him. Cynical there. Flick over, but Nate is right there. Storm hitting it to Cynical. Down. Not quite. Almost in. Tons is right there. Almost in yet again. Hits the crossbar. Oh my gosh. 20 more seconds left. Empire, you gotta go ahead and get this next goal. We see Vigil right there is up, but Storm hits it past him. 12 seconds left. He goes ahead. Tons is right there. 8 seconds left. Mizu right there. Oh no, don't do it to him, Tons. Storm right there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there he goes. That's it. And Empire doesn't want to see any of it. Cynical already leaving. And that's going to go ahead and give them the win. Absolutely insane showing by Limburgessa to win it against the defending champs Empire. That'll go ahead and end it off for the losers finals. I mean, that was just an absolutely intense game. I thought we were about to see a This Is Rocket League moment. I'm not going to lie.
Always looking out for those. I mean, yeah, the only way to stop a shooter, they say, as I've been told, is to shoot back. And that's exactly what Limburgessa did. I mean, what a phenomenal performance from them. Very clutch there, especially at the end from Tone. I mean, he saved 3 shot attempts in the span of 20 seconds at the end. I mean, if I don't know what clutch is, that is it. I mean, my gosh, what a great performance. I'm really glad, we got to see a game 3 here, and it's such a shame for the former champs to get out this way, but what a story for Limburgessa as we're going to see them climb through.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to go ahead and see them face off against, let's see, who are they going to be facing off against? I think that's going to go ahead and be Defiance. Yeah. And that's when we're going to see you next. Limburgessa, the losers finals winner against Defiance. Defiance having a 1-point lead in the series. It's going to be a best of 5. And we cannot wait to go ahead and see you there. Again, don't go away. We're still going on here with the $300 Bandits on Wheels GameWorks X Tactical Banditry Tournament. Of course, I'm your caster Lesinos, and I'm here joined by iAtomic. We'll go ahead and we'll see you guys just in a second for the grand finals. Hello and welcome back to the $300 Bandits on Wheels X GameWorks $300 Bandits on Wheels tournament. I am your caster Lesinos, and I'm joined by iAtomic, of course. And today we have a great matchup against Defiance and Lambergosa. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah, I mean, what we're watching right now is going to be the grand finals for this tournament. It's going to be a great one, I think. I mean, these two teams have proven themselves. We actually went ahead and just watched the fall of the defending champions. Unfortunately, Nate, Vigil, and what was it? Tone, the savior of that match, did a great job of going against them. And I mean, now we have Defiance putting on a show in the winners bracket, doing a great job of keeping themselves in there. And I'm really excited to see what it is that they've been doing that's been so hot as
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, well, that's okay. We'll go ahead and restart that. It's all right. But no, I mean, I'm really it looks like it's scored.
For those who don't know what just went on, we may or may not have messed up may or may not have messed up the lobby a little bit, but hey, I mean, there's a lot to talk about with Lambergosa and just, I mean, everyone in general. That was just, I mean, there's nothing more that you could ask for during that Empire and Lambergosa game, but Lambergosa just came up on top. And I mean, there's nothing much more to it. They just did better. They were more positionally advantaged. They were just together more, and their defense was absolutely insane, especially with tons on that Fennec defense. I don't think anyone could get past them. Boxy car, that means a brick wall. That means nothing can get past them.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, and we're going to see a lot of, I mean, just pure defense, I think, at this one. As we saw, they had a lot of, how do I call it? Just 50-50s, rather, against Empire Esports. And I think we know Empire Esports is known to shoot. So the fact that they were able to play such a defensive and decisive game against them, even though they did take it to game 3 and Empire did go ahead and win one, I mean, we're going to see a great battle here. I mean, obviously, if you're in the winners bracket, you've been winning every single game.
Exactly.
You've proved that you deserve to be here. You know, we may not have seen much of you, but I'm sure that these are going to be some amazing players we're going to watch, and I'm really excited to see.
And of course, they are indeed up by 1 in this series, so they have that advantage. And I mean, they're in the favor to win right now, as they only need to win 2 in a row to go ahead and finish off the series. But Lambergosa has been very, very, very dominant throughout these past couple of streamed games, and I just can't wait to go ahead and see them, of course, dominate yet again. And I mean, I wouldn't expect any less.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I think to paint a story here, we're going to have a best of 5 against these two teams. They're going to go at it as hard as they can. They're going to really make sure that, you know, they're going to make every single game count. We're not going to see any type of, you know, they're going to receive some real try-hard Rocket League at the highest level that we can produce here at this tournament. And I think we have found a great two teams to do that with. So I'm really excited to see it.
Me too. Good?
Good.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, man, give it a C. Yeah. I mean, yes, what you're seeing right now is already on the Lambergosa side, and they're doing a great job of just keeping it there. I mean, for the past 30 seconds we've been here.
Oh, no.
Not on net. It's going to go straight in. Ignite has done a great job, and what do you have to say about that one?
Well, he ignited up the goal now, didn't he? That is just a goal right in 25 seconds. Just right on into the game, just to show dominance over Lambergosa and just showing, hey, look, we know that you guys like watching us play, but I think that this is going to be our shortest showing, as they almost get a double tap there. And I mean, Defiance, defying the limits of what we thought that they could do, and getting a second goal already, igniting the goal again.
Oh my God, yeah, I agree. I mean, Defiance showing why they've come from the upper bracket, showing Lambergosa that they are, you know, a force to be reckoned with, and that's great. So, So sorry, we just had some banter in the chat. We're gonna see a 2-goal lead from Defiance, and Leberguess is gonna have to answer that hopefully soon. If not, Defiance is gonna put on a strong opening for this first game. But it looks like now there's been a bit of a shift change. Leberguess is gonna go ahead and take one from their back wall, and they're gonna have some backboard defense going against Defiance. So Defiance is now not able to really get a shot off here, and Leberguess is now on the ball, putting it towards the left side. Mazza's trying to get into it. Ignite's on control of the ball. Vigel's going to try to get a 50-50 there. Misses. Now K-Frost has a chance to get there. He's going to get almost a flip reset there. But Nate goes ahead and saves that one.
I mean, are we seeing a repeat of the Empire Lambergosa game? I mean, last time it was Empire going, or sorry, it was Lambergosa going up by 2, and then Empire going ahead and answering, and then Lambergosa winning in the end. Is this what it's gonna happen again? I mean, is Lambergosa gonna go ahead, shed a little bit of light, and then just lose? I mean, that seems like that's what's gonna happen. Ignite going ahead and getting the hat trick to make it 3-0 and 3-2-3 left to go. Oh, he was just 10 seconds off of making it 3-3-3-3. Oh, that would have been great. But
I agree. No, that was a great goal. It took a lot of effort even then, but at least it was the longest rally that they had, these two teams, and now we're just back at it again to some good old-fashioned Rocket League, but this time Defiance is up by 3.
I mean, all I gotta ask you is, are we seeing the next Mirage, the next people who are just gonna do win after win after win after win? And I mean, hopefully they come back. They're playing some really good Rocket League right here. Oh, Room 1 happens, but they just go right on out of it. I mean, okay, I see how it is. It's grand finals. You don't gotta do that. Ah, come on. But we go ahead.
And sometimes it's money on the line, you know? It's money on the line.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
$300 Bandits on wheels. Musty play coming on out by Mazzo. But, I mean, not enough power to go ahead and induce anything. Nate, right there. Ignite putting it up, but it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be there. What? Almost a goal, but nothing coming on out. Mazzo right there as he's up yet again to block Nate's shot. K-Frost right there. Ignite just kind of trying to hit it on over. Nate right there trying to hit it past 2, and he does. What? Well, the ball control on this man is making him look like Arsenal.
I mean, yeah. Did you see that 50? That 50 was so planned. I mean, he knew when the defender was coming. He put himself just under the ball because the defender could only hit it down at that moment because he was coming off the wall. A great goal from Leberguess, and I mean, unfortunately, they need 2 more of that stunning, magnificent play, and Nate is showing that they can do it. So it's now a 3-1 game, and it's now not impossible for them to score on Defiance.
100%. I mean, that just shows it right there. As we go ahead and we see more plays coming out. Vigil right there. Ignite goes ahead and gets a nice little clear, though. Nate right there. Gets a nice little 50-50. Tons can't get that, though. Mazzo right there. Flip reset. Oh, but it doesn't actually come into anything as the ball doesn't go anywhere. Ignite trying to hit it across. As we see K-Frost up. Vigil going ahead, hitting it over. Gets it past 2 defenders. Nate puts it down. K-Frost right there. Tons going ahead, hitting it over. Not on target, though. Nate misses the ball off of the wall. Ignite right there. Almost, oh my god, almost a team pinch coming out from Defiance. As the shots keep on coming on in. Nate right there. Tons going ahead with an amazing redirect to make it 3-2, 108 left in the game.
Are you joking? I mean, this is a phenomenal play here. Tons showing, I mean, you know, their final appearance is no fluke. They've got a passing arsenal, and from that backboard over to the midfield, over to the other side of the field, over to a goal was just a sight to see. And now we're only 1 goal apart from a tied game, and it's going to be 2 unanswered from Leberguess, and I really am thinking that they're going to bring it up. It's a flick coming in from K-Frost. It's going to go right towards the backboard. Ignite going to strop it a little bit down. It's going to go over. Not going to be terribly down. Now it's dancing in front.
Oh my god, no way. No way.
It's nice in the carry then. Wow.
Ignite, you did not just do that. That's dirty. That's dirty, Ignite. No way.
Oh, Vigel's mad.
He's... Oh... Can we get an angry emoji? Like is that a thing? Because I think that's how he's feeling right now. He just got bumped out of the way of the easiest save of his life, and that just cost him. Now 4-2, 40 seconds left to go. Nate up, but not getting anything on net. Cornered down, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna make anything. Ignite right in the middle, off the backboard, almost a goal off of the three-man passing play. Not quite though. Tons hitting it over. K-Frost right there. Nate not able to do anything about it, just trying to stop it. K-Frost right there. Nice little air dribble. Not quite though, as Vigel is right there. Mazzo going ahead, hitting it through. Oh, but nothing happening. 10, 9, 8. Time slowly dwindling down. And again, as I said, Defiance is here to go ahead and defy the boundaries. They're not playing around. And that'll go ahead and make it 2-0 in the series. And that'll go ahead and have Defiance on match point against Lamborghini.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that was crazy. I think that, Defiance did a great job, even though they were, getting some scary goals scored against them by Nate and Tons. They were definitely, having to struggle to put a few goals in. I mean, I actually, now that I'm looking at it, Ignite literally putting all 4 of those goals in for Defiance, and I didn't notice that before. He had 5 shots. K-Frost also with those 4 shots, Mazzo with 0. I mean, when you have someone that's just so on par at this very moment, Ignite, is showing that he can really take a moment and squash it in front of you. So it's going to take a lot of fortitude mentally for Lamborghini to get through this, and luckily we're going to have a best of 5. So this is only 1 of 5 so far, and I'm really excited to see how it is that Lamborghini responds to this.
100%. And even though Ignite has 6 letters in his name, you only need 3 to describe him, and that's MVP. I mean, he's just going insane. As I said, he's igniting the goal. And I mean, we're going into the second game right now. This is going to be very, very interesting. As, I mean, Lamborghini, you got to go ahead and you got to get more shots on net, but you also got to defend more. I mean, there's not a lot that you can really do except just be perfect at this moment, as Defiance is going ahead and just dogging on you at this point. As we see Tons almost getting a redirect there, and just as I say that, they're not dogging on him anymore. 7 seconds in, we see a goal by Nate to go ahead and make it 1-0.
Wow, yeah, I mean, that is definitely a way to set it off. I think we just saw Vigil change from a Fennec to an Octane, so, that's going to definitely change some things. I'm certain. And it already has, the team morale is already going up by, I want to say, approximately 10 points. As we see Tons putting it over, and Vigel's now on the ball. He has a flick attempt here. He's going to go over Ignite. Ignite's going to get a touch on that one. That was scary. But Ignite playing solid right now, doing a great job. The ball's going to come over to the left side. Vigil changing it, shifting the momentum of it. Now he's under control of it. It's going to be a 1v1 situation here. Can he do it again? Ignite, once again, putting a stop to it. Vigil cannot get past Ignite. No one can today. Except for the one goal, obviously. But I mean, what a good last man back situation he's done twice now. And now Vigel's going to go and return the favor for that one. A pass attempt over to the middle. No one's there to receive it. Not even the defense. Tons is on the ball. Mazzo's on the ball. Everyone's on the ball. Now it's going towards the staying in this winner. Ignite takes a shot, cracking, but Tons is going to take a save. It's going to be back into the corner, going back towards the midfield. Back pass attempt. Doesn't go through. Tons putting on pressure, getting a demo there. Nate up for the shot. Can he get it through? Almost in, just a little bit wide, and now it's being put into a counter attack. K-Frost getting the ball through. Now it's going to get 50-50 in the midfield. K-Frost with an amazing mechanical touch there, still keeping Defiance's chance for the goal here alive, but it goes back down over to Lamborghini, and we have about 2 minutes almost in this game, and we've only seen 1 goal. What do you think about it?
Offense has been really nice, but it's defense that's going to win these games here, because both of these teams, we both know that they can score. Everyone in chat, we know that they can score, but can they defend that scoring chance? Can they go ahead and be in position correctly to make that? And I've seen just by the skin of their teeth kinds of saves coming out from both sides. I mean, I don't think I can see that any longer. You guys need to go ahead and you both need to fix up your defense to make sure that not as many shots come on, and you got to make sure that the shots that do come on are 100% saved every single time, no risk. As
Yeah.
we see Nate hitting it on over. Mazzo's right there, just kind of hovering in the air. Joel hitting it over, gets Mazzo right on out of there as K-Frost is up. Joel hitting it over, right onto net, but Ignite is right there for the save. Ignite hitting it yet again, over Nate. Oh my god, Mazzo almost gets that one. Almost in yet again, not quite though. As we see Mazzo yet again, hitting it over to the side. Tons right there. Mazzo up. Air dribble coming right on out. Oh, but K-Frost is right there. That was a little bit disappointing. Ignite right there. Trying to get it off the backboard, but nothing really happening as Nate goes ahead and cancels it right on out there. K-Frost hitting it over off angle. And that won't do any kind of harm to Lambergosa. Mazzo right in front as Tons goes ahead and tries to clear it. K-Frost right there, almost gets a Keem stop on the ball. Badgel right there, but K-Frost is also there for the save. As we see it going into the corner. Oh, right there, makes it 1-1, 1:30 remaining in the game, and that's gonna go ahead and tie it up.
Yeah, no, that was a great volley by both of those teams. But I mean, I think what happened there is Defiance kept the game the way they wanted. They wanted to make sure they kept it at 0-1. The reason why I say that is because once you don't play enough defense to keep it at 0-1, your team is the other team's gonna get a little bit complacent. They're gonna be in the lead for a long time, and it looks like Lambergesa did that. They got a little bit complacent with their defense. They finally let one through, and now it's a tied game with a little bit of 1 minute 20 remaining, and the momentum is all with Defiance. So what needs to happen here is we got to see some really solid defense from both sides while also trying to put on an attack. It's just a game of who wants it more right now, and I'm really excited to see it. Mazzo getting demoed by Nate. Nate wants it more. He's going to come over towards the Lambergesa side. Lambergesa keeping it on their side right here. Going to be some dangerous passes right there. Vigil with a great touch there. Defiance now putting it back towards the middle. Nate in the way, passing over to his teammate Vigil. Going to get pre-jumped by K-Frost, but he's still going to be on the sidewall. K-Frost could not get there. Tons under the ball. Double commit with Vigil. Third man for Lambergesa is going to be kind of crucial here. Now, a miss over here from Defiance. It seems to be that the last 40 seconds are going to be a clutch one, but also a dirty one. Nate, a nasty flick over towards the side. Mazzo has to get a touch on this. He does. That was almost going to be in. A second shot attempt over by Lambergesa, and it does. Nate once again coming in and almost a shot through. 25 seconds remaining, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a hype one. It's going to be 1-1 so far. Almost a pass attempt there towards the middle, but saved by Defiance. Defiance now under counterattack. Counterattack, can it come through? Tons and Nate on the side wall. Mazzo gets a touch on it, however. The lone wolf there. And K-Frost now in touch of it. Defiance has a chance here. Nate sends it away. Is it going to be back in net? Mazzo is back. He's in position. He's going to send it back through. This is going to be the last chance until we go to overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
No way.
Oh my God. What is that? What is that? Are you joking?
No way!
Wow.
Oh my god!
The game is robbed.
What was that?
Oh my God, I couldn't see a pixel of the ball that was white. That was all black. Oh my God. The overtime is coming in. Vigil can extend it on to Nate. Can they take it away from that shot attempt? Oh, I'm so sad. That was such a nice attempt. And Tons now on the ball, sending over towards the midfield. K-Frost on the ball. Nate's now going to defend it. He's going to send it down. Tons now defending it from Mazzo. Mazzo's going to send it through. The ball's going to be controlled, but it's going to be a defiant shot here. It's going to send it towards the backboard. No one's there to receive it. Now it's going to be a double tap attempt. K-Frost coming with a third. He does, puts it in a position, but Nate's in position. Going to get a 50-50 in his own half. That's a good way to do it. Make sure he doesn't get anything bad here. Mazzo on the ball, gets a flip, gets a touch, doesn't get anywhere. Now it's back to midfield, and once again, Defiance is on the ball. Defiance has not had the ball in their entire half this entire overtime. This is their game to shoot in. Now, Lambergesa needs to get the ball out, but it hasn't happened yet. 55 seconds remaining. Nate on the ball. Mazzo contesting. Doesn't go through. K-Frost shooting. Tons deflecting, putting it back towards the middle, and the ball is going absolutely nowhere at the moment. But finally, it's in the final half of Defiance. Defiance now in defense for the first time. 1 minute and 10 seconds to this overtime. Vigil sending it somewhere. Oh, it goes nowhere.
Oh my, this is a where were you moment for the people watching right now. I mean, no. Oh, the way too close for a save. That overtime, like almost a goal. That was, oh my, I'm so shook by that. But I mean, I am shooketh. But we go ahead and we see tons of offense coming on out from Defiance, and they might win this year. I thought, oh no. Whew, so many close chances coming out. Even if it's not a hit, it's just barely a hit sometimes. Double tap, not quite. Tons right there. What an amazing save. Remember, it would be it. There it is.
2 minutes. Nate, there we go. We tie it up the series. That's a great goal by Nate.
Oh my Nate, you just saved your team from Nate just went ahead and they saved it for Lambergosa. I mean, there it is. That's all you need. Yeah. Nate, that was just great game. I don't think that we can go past that OT, almost a goal. I don't think that we can go past that at all.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, no, let's go ahead and take a break and talk about it. My God, we saw, I mean, possibly the best shot of the entire tournament on stream so far, just get absolutely robbed. I mean, who was it that shot it? Was it Defiance, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my God. If I were them, I would be so mad right now. I mean, it's great that they're expressing themselves in the chat. I mean, I would be, oh wow. I mean, what do you have to say about that shot? I don't want to talk about anything else. Just that shot right now. That's crazy.
I mean, K-Frost has been just, I mean, not to go ahead and put his name into it, but K-Frost has been igniting the skies and just, oh my, he's been just controlling the ball so well that I honestly thought that was going right on in and we were going to have, again, another chance at This Is Rocket League moment. But not quite, as it just barely hit the ground. I think I saw maybe 1 pixel of white there. And that's just gotta suck for them. As we go ahead and we go into the next game, kickoff happening. Nice little win for Nate. As we go ahead and we see the ball going on over. Tons right there for it. Fajol right there. Mazo with a nice little shot, but still saved. K-Frost down, but no goal there. Ignite right there again, but there is a goal there. Again, Ignite lighting up the night to make it 1-0, 4:43 left to go. And come on, Lambergosa, you got to go ahead and win this one. This is what keeps you in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lambergosa has got to be kicking themselves with that one. That was such a simple goal to save. Just no one was back. There seemed to be have somewhere a double commit somewhere, some mistake somewhere, and they obviously, in this very moment, you've been this far, you know what that mistake was, and you can fix it. All you have to do is put your mind to it, and it looks like they've already went ahead and done it. It's gonna be a tied game, 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and now Defiance has been scored on. They haven't said that this game yet.
But there it is. I mean, going for the wrong person there, K-Frost. You need to go ahead and go for the ball, not the person. They go ahead and they make it 1-1, only 30 seconds in. And I mean, there's not much that they could have done there. Tons, again, just as insane as Frost in the air. And I don't blame Defiance for not saving that. I mean, that was just some great control in the air. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one yet again.
Yep. Man, Ignite now up in the air. 4 minutes remaining. The game is tied. We have Mazo sending it over towards the Ignite down the middle. Tons is in the way, but it puts it right back to Mazo. Mazo playing a trap there, and it's setting through. K-Frost now on the ball. He's going to get a couple of touches. Maybe he has the option to pass to his teammate. He does. Mazo now on the ball. Let's see, Defiance sending it back through. It's just going towards the midfield. No one's getting really any type of chances on goal right now. It's just staying in midfield, but now we see one happening from Lambergosa. Lambergosa, maybe a flipper set, doesn't really have enough momentum for it. Vigil sending it through. Now it's an attempt from Defiance. Defiance, however, getting Nate, is having to go around Nate, and that's just not happening right now. Now the ball is over towards the Defiance half. Vigil and Tons now on the ball, having a setup play. Can I send it towards the middle? Nate shooting a shot, but it's just going to go off the wall. A nice clear over, but now the midfield game is it's pretty solid right now by Defiance, I'd say. I'm sorry, by Lambergosa right there. As it breaks through, in fact, now we're pretty good. So we see it towards the middle. It's going to go right up the wall here. K-Frost is going to take a nice control touch. Going to try to get a 50-50. He does. Pitches off the ground. Nate on the ball. Gets a 50-50 again. There's a chance here. Tons on the ball, however. Mazo wanted to capitalize, but wasn't quick enough. This would be a great defensive battle as we are 1-1 once again. But we've already seen 2 games go to both sides. So, I mean, it truly right now, the game momentum is not in anyone's favor. It's just stagnant. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah. Again, as you said, it's in no one's favor. So many passing plays coming on out, but nothing really coming out of them. So we see Nate going ahead, winning that 50-50. Oh, never mind. There's stuff coming out of him. There it goes. Nate with a nice little goal to make it 1-2, keeping Lamborghesa in this series. Oh my. They call him a trailblazer as he goes fast right on into it. Exactly 100 kilometers per hour on that one, 82 miles per hour though. We see the kickoff going ahead and happening. Defiance now trailing by 1. Ignite hitting it on over, almost getting that double touch, but not quite. Mazzo right there for the save. And maybe a clear as well. Vigil is right there though. Right. Oh, the double touch. What is this? Oh, molding right in front of the net. Oh, that might. Oh, my top left corner. And that's going to make it 1-3. 2:08 left to go in the game. I don't know, dude. This is looking really good for Lamborghesa. They might pull out this comeback off of Defiance, but Defiance still has this chance with only 2 goals to go ahead and bring it into overtime and 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time Lamborghesa is going to have a 2-goal lead. I mean, they're going to
never mind.
they just lost it right there. Yeah.
Sorry, let's go ahead and cross that out of the script. 1 goal, one goal game.
1 goal. Well, okay, let's continue. Yeah, 1 goal. So, I mean, Lamborghesa is going to have to go with 1 goal. Unfortunately, they've been doing it this entire tournament or whatever. But it seems that Defiance is doing a good job of making sure they respond in time. They're not getting absolutely beat anytime they kind of drop off into a lead here. They're showing that they are here to play and not, going to let momentum take away. As Lamborghesa is going to have to cling on momentum because they haven't had much of it throughout their entire tourney run. So we're going to see here. Mazzo's on the ball. Nate's going to try to 50-50 him. He does a great job of stopping it, and now Vigil sends it away. Nate now on the ball in the air. Going to send it out through. A 50-50 happening in the midfield. Tons won that one, but it's going to stay stagnant. Vigil now on the ball, sending it towards the Defiance side. Defiance now in a bit of a scramble. We'll see if anybody can get there. That's almost in. Oh my God, that was it was like a bullet just went through my screen. Whatever car, whoever knew who that was a great shot attempt, just a little bit wide. Ball's now on the opposite side of the field in a matter of 2 seconds. Nate carrying the ball, going to get a little bit of a 50-50 here. Mazzo trying to contest it. Actually does a good job. Ignite, putting it on. Tons. Going to send it through. It's going to be an infield pass. Nate, however, reading it. Tons. Can he get a shot in the net? Anybody can save this? No. What a freaking shot. That came from absolutely nowhere. Wow. Nate with a stunning goal.
Crossfield from Nate to go ahead and make it 2-4 for Lamborghesa. Lamborghesa, or however, sorry, I forgot their name.
Yeah.
But we see some handling of the ball coming out from them. Tons right there. They're going to go ahead and keep on handling it. As we see a little bit of a pop-up coming on out. Ignite going ahead, hitting it over to the corner. Vigil trying to do something there. Ignite over to K-Frost. K-Frost up. Getting a nice little pancake. Oh my gosh, the triple man passing play coming out from Defiance. That'll go ahead and make it 3-4. Again, cross the 2 out of the script, make it a 1. There it is. And sorry for the name butcher before, it is Lamborghesa. That is my bad. That is
You
my
said it
bad.
right several times. You're fine. You're fine.
You're fine.
But yeah, I mean, that goal was amazing. I mean, it took the entire defense of Lamborghesa to even get close to that ball, and even then, Defiance did a great job of using their entire 3-man roster to get to that ball. This is gonna be a free flip from Mazzo. Oh, that would have been nice. See, they are down by 1. K-Frost having a shot attempt. Tons gonna clear it away. No one's on this ball. K-Frost is gonna cut off Mazzo here. But it may be a crucial one there. Mazzo could have had a good shot there, but Ignite, however, shooting it regardless. Now it's in the hands of Defiance. Or, I'm sorry, not Defiance, of Lamborghesa. Lamborghesa having to come through and just defend their title away right here. Not away. 7 seconds remaining. 3-4. Can we get a shot on it? Almost. One. Just the third one.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
3-4.
I mean,
Wow.
you like to hear bar in, but that's bar out, and then bar out, and then bar out, and then bar out again. I mean, come on, guys. I know you're going for fancy plays. I mean, you're doing it for the camera. But, I mean, come on. You guys need to go ahead, keep it a little bit more simple, and maybe you'll go ahead and win that. I mean, as you said there, Mazo just cut off K-Frost. And that would have been an actually amazing, that would have been an amazing goal. If that actually happened, that would have been a great shot, and I would have loved to seen that. But it just didn't happen, as they're trying to be a little bit too fancy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, this game is coming down to a game of wits. I mean, it's really just coming down to, it's not even momentum shift changes. It's just whoever can keep their defense the same for the longest time, and whoever breaks any type of mistake, it's just coming into to a goal. I mean, there's really no room for mistakes in this grand finals. And I think if we see any mistakes continuing or consistently happening, whatever team is going to take advantage of it, no matter who it is. But right now, we have, what is it, Lambergesa up by 1, Defiance down by or up by 1 in the series, 2-1, and we're going to go into game 4 here. So,
indeed, we are. And I mean, my money is still on Defiance. They've been doing really, really nice, although we did see a lot of offensive potential coming out from Lambergesa. And I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to go ahead and win this series right here, right now. This is indeed game 5, as they all need to be on their toes to go ahead and win this one. K-Frost going ahead, trying to hit it across, but Vital is right there, trying to collect it. Ignite going for it as he goes ahead and puts it into mid now. K-Frost right there. Nate right there to go ahead and make the save though. Vigil up. But Mazo goes ahead and hits it down right to K-Frost. K-Frost hits it over to the side. Nate can't go up for it. That's going to go ahead and be an Ignite ball, as it just kind of lobbies itself right on over to the wall. Tons tries to go up for it as Ignite goes ahead, gets a nice little shot. Oh! Save from Vigil! What an amazing save! To go ahead and keep it 0-0 here. 4 minutes remaining in the game. We see couple of bodies going right on through, a couple of car bodies that would be, as Nate goes ahead and tries to do something here. K-Frost almost putting it right on in, but not quite. Vigil up, Ton going ahead, hitting it across. Mazo right there though to go ahead and get the clear off. Knight right there, gonna handle it. Almost getting it past Tons, but not quite. Tons on top as he hits it right on down to K-Frost. K-Frost hitting it over across the wall. Right to Nate. Nate going ahead, hitting it over to the side. And I mean, it's just kind of been coming back and forth here.
yeah. We're 2 minutes in. I mean, that earlier shot almost goes in again, another one. I mean, the shot earlier, both of them from Lambergesa being absolutely saved. Try a pre-jump save from Defiance. You have a shot attempt here. Can Nate take it away? Oh my gosh, that was a freestyler's dream. It's just a ball floating down with no one going up for it. And, you know, it looks like there's been a lot of shooting attempts. Oh my God, Vital, you nasty, nasty man.
God.
Are you kidding me?
Let's see this again. Oh, no, Vigil, no.
One in net.
No, come on.
You know, he was so secretive. The camera didn't even catch it. He just took away a man swiftly. That was murder.
Sweep. We like to call Vigil the janitor.
Yeah.
Going ahead and just sweeped him right on out of the goal. I mean, what are you supposed to do there? Lambergesa going ahead and giving themselves that advantage that they need. Half the game done now. And that's going to go ahead and put a little bit of pressure onto Defiance to get this next goal, to go ahead and try their best to, I mean, just win the whole series now. This is just a crazy night tonight.
Yeah.
We see K-Frost going ahead, hitting it over to the corner. Vigil right there. Ignite right on back with a nice little save.
Oh.
Mazo going ahead, helping him out a little bit. Vigil there yet again. Vigil does need a bump. Oh, maybe it does. Ignite going ahead and getting a nice little save. Oh no! Oh, getting it right past Tons. The semi-fake. Mazo going ahead, putting it over, not on net though. K-Frost right there, getting it across, open net, but Vigil is right there to go ahead and come across the field to make the save. Tons right there, hitting it right on over to Nate, but K-Frost is there for the second touch. Vigil right there, getting a hit down, Ignite off of the bump. Tons bringing it on down, but that's exactly what K-Frost wanted. K-Frost putting it to the backboard, but Nate is right there getting a second touch as well. Mazzo right there. Needs to get it past Vigil here. He does indeed get it past. Oh, does not get it past Tons though. Oh, and it doesn't matter there. Again, Vigil there with another touch. K-Frost trying to get into the corner. Oh my god!
What?
And not quite. Not quite.
Hey, Frost, any other part of your car, that ball would have went in. Now Vigil takes a cracking shot. Can Frost get there? No, he can't. Oh my god. Vigil puts the game up too. It's a crazy turn of events. Look at this shot. He comes off the wall, under scoops it up, works at Baskin Robbins apparently, and just serves them ice cream. That is crazy. A 2-0 lead for Lamborghesa.
You took my joke, Atomic.
Step before?
Yeah, but I mean, 1 minute remaining now in the game. We see Ignite going ahead, hitting it across. They really need this one right now. The fake musty does not fool Vigil. So they go ahead and gets a touch by Mazzo. Mazzo going ahead, hitting it over, but Tons is right there for the touch. Ignite going ahead, hitting it. Not quite though. Nate hitting it over to middle. Mazzo right there. And it's just not a touch on net yet. Mazzo hitting it over to the side. Oh, not quite with 0 boost left. He's not able to actually get that. 30 seconds remaining. This is the last 30 seconds of the whole tournament. 0-2 the score right now. Defiance needs to get these last two. Vigil going ahead and hitting it over. K-Frost trying to hit it over as well. Will Lamborghesa go ahead and shut out Defiance for the win? Oh, no, there we go. 9 seconds left.
Oh, Ignite says that we have a chance, and I know that our team is capable of doing it. So, I mean, oh, what a pass. That's not even Ignite that did it. Oh, my God. I think that was what Mazzo, what a great pass there. I mean, she's going and showing that they have the ability to take this game. Now, the last, ladies and gentlemen, 9 seconds of this game is all up for grabs. And it looks like Lamborghesa has all of their stuff in it. 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, no way.
It's going to go through. It's over there.
It's still up.
Ignite has a chance. Keep it through. Back pass over. It's going to go back on the back wall. Back K-Frost up in the air. He's going to miss.
No!
Destroy.
There it is.
There it is.
Lamborghesa going ahead and winning that one. Oh, and a little bit of choice words as Tons goes ahead and leaves it with the trash in the chat. Oh my. I really have my money on Defiance there. And then we just see Lamborghesa getting that reverse sweep there, winning 3 in a row to go ahead and win themselves the $300 Bandits on Wheels tournament.
Yeah, no, congratulations to these guys. They really did deserve it. They went ahead and, I mean, they beat out the last champs. They went ahead and they beat out Vigil, Nate, and Mazzo, Ignite, and K-Frost rather. I mean, Tons putting on a show since the series before this with a great game 3 save of I think it was 4 or 5 shots at the last 30 seconds. And now, he comes in, puts in 4 saves against Defiance. Defiance had 7 shots from K-Frost, 8 total or 10 total. I just think that really what it came down to was a show of who can defend. I mean, you saw how many shots Defiance was taking. They were taking so many cracking shots, and it just took so much out of everyone on the winning team, obviously, to just bring it home. And I'm glad they did, because they really, really do deserve it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's all that you just took the words out of my mouth. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was just absolutely insane. Nothing more that I could have ever wanted to see. A reverse sweep coming on out with a couple of just sweeps on the field as well. Again, Vigil, the janitor. And I mean, I really felt like Defiance had that, but we do see Lamborghesa going ahead and taking the grand finals win to make them the champs, and hopefully defending champs next time, same time Thursday. Of course, I'm your caster Lessinos, and I'm here joined by Atomic. That was the $300 Bandits on Wheels tournament hosted by GameWorks and Tactical Banditry. We would love to see you guys back next time, same time on Thursday. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you.